Hey, Sassy Francis. Hey, Deso. Saida, how you doing? Hey, Natasha. Hey, Troy. How you doing, Angela Herb? Miss Diaz, how you doing? So, guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday and a great start to your week. It's been storming where I am all day, and I hope my internet don't go out, but it is what it is. We guys said let me go on and try to do this video, honey, because I have time right now. So anyway, Coma Bunny, how you doing? Wow, what a weekend, y'all. Child, there was so much stuff going on this weekend. It reminded me of the old beef sector. I didn't know. Hey, Lady K, I didn't know. Y'all, please hit the like button if you don't mind. I appreciate it. And I know y'all get tired of people saying that, but what it does is it helps the video get into the algorithm, so it would be seen by more people. And I'd appreciate that, guys. I really would. Today was your day off, Natasha. I heard that, child. I was out there in the rain for a little while. You know, you got to do pickups, you got to do drop offs. You know how it is. And but I got time now. Everybody is where they are supposed to be. They are in their designated places safely, and so yeah, as am I. So anyway, like I was saying, guys, and let me know if y'all can hear me clearly, okay? Because I don't have my phone in my hand, of course. I know I'm always trying to multitask. Hey, Mama Smith Muffy, how you doing? And so yeah, it was a crazy weekend, right? I didn't know child of stuff was popping off so much. I didn't know who live who's live to click on first, right? And so, but you watching the rain. I heard that, Lady K. It's raining here as well. And it did a little storm. They had a tornado watch. There's a lot going on, right? So this time of year, child, a tornado watch. I was like, oh Lord, why? Come on. This is not the time for all this, right? It's almost Christmas. Child. But that's what you get. Mm, mm, mm. So anyway, hey, that's so Saeed. I thought I spoke to you, but in case I didn't, how you doing? Anyway, so yeah, everything was popping off, and it was a lot of talk about what's going on behind the scenes, you know. And y'all know that I have a hard and fast rule that I don't do the behind the scenes issue. I mean the behind the scenes talking on the phones, and I don't do the emails and all of this and all of that. And this is the reason why. You know what I mean? And so because a lot of stuff, and I remember, and but the best quote of the weekend came from Lady Nika when she said that you really don't know these people, you know, that you're even talking to behind the scenes because you are talking to somebody's representative, their online representative, and you don't know them. And so I thought that was absolutely on point. You know what I mean? Y'all please hit the like button if you don't mind. Thank you. Hey Granny Mom, how you doing? It's crazy in these streets. It's crazy in these streets. Like I said, hey Kim, it reminded me of the old beef sector. Is what it did. It really, because things used to be popping off all over the place, right? And so, but yeah, I thought that was absolutely on point when you said you are talking to these people's representatives, not necessarily them. And so, yeah, I like that part, right? But like I said, there was so much drama going around on here. It was a lot going on, right? If you guys see my last video, I had something to say about the situation, concerning people talking about the scenes, talking behind the scenes about Nika, that whole thing about Nika, who was it, Ken, Watkins over there. It was a lot. Hey, Queen of the South, how you doing, love? Yes, absolutely. Let's get girl. We're gonna discuss it. We're gonna discuss it. So I had something to say about that. I said it in my old video, right? So fast forward to last night. Um Hey, Anthony Dixon, how you doing? Talking to people, yeah, talking. You're literally talking to people's public persona. I agree with that. Absolutely, absolutely. Did you see ZX Live response to 5G? No, I didn't see that. I don't watch him. You know what I mean? But I heard he was upset on it or something like that, as he should have been. Well, no, I don't even know why he. Well, I guess he was surprised, girl. You know, people think they special, especially men, because there's some men because they're so misogynistic. They think that they think in their mind that they got so much game, that they're gonna be able to fool everybody. But that is not the case. But we're gonna talk about it, right? Hey, Kingsman, how you doing? And so anyway, first thing I want to talk about, touch on real quick. Hey, Marvelous, darling Joe. Is So last night, later on, yesterday evening, yes, especially men, they think, especially men like that, with that type, that old man, he think he could get over on somebody, get over on any woman. I don't know why, but because of their misogyny and their failed patriarchy and their fake sense of self or ego or whatever. I mean, I guess that's why he thought he was gonna be the one that was gonna be able to overturn Five Babes channel and pretty much take it over, right? I guess that's what he thought, right? A lot of people were saying, well, we might as well discuss it now. A lot of people were saying that they felt like what was going on between Phi and QB and ZX was fake. You know what I mean? Whether it was fake or not, I felt like QB put him in his place. I feel like we all knew that Phi Babe wasn't going for that. She was just toying with him, and after a while, she was just pretty much gonna cut his head off. You know what I mean? Yeah, he got tooted and booted, but we all knew that. And the fact that he didn't know that was amazing to me. But he thought he was special. Like I said, that misogyny, it'll get you every time, especially if you are that type of man, especially that type of man that age, you know. And because he comes from a whole different era, he's used to dealing with women from that era, or maybe women that have low self-esteem issues, women that feel like they need to be led by a man or whatever, and all this and all that, because we know that he seems to align, encircle himself with those types of women, right? And so I think he was mistaken. And one reason why he was mistaken, now we might as well start here, right, since we own it right now. One so I finally made it around to looking at the state of the B sector, right? Because everybody was talking about it, everybody was raving about it. I had been hearing snidbits here and there and all this and all that, right? So I was like, oh, I mean, after I've been on Pizarro's chat last night, and we're gonna talk about that. Don't let me forget, right? So I went and I listened to it entirely. Um, it was a good live. You know what I mean? Especially the part when QB was putting GX in his place. You know what I mean? And I felt like that was absolutely on point. But I also feel like QB haven't been feeling GX from the beginning. He's made several homophobic slurs. I think that he been wanting to get at the man for a while. But Five Baby, she was, you know how you gotta, I don't know if you ever seen a cat toy with a rat before they kill it. I feel like Phi Babe was treating him. She was the cat and he was the mouse, and she was just playing with him, slapping him around, before she bit his head off. And that's that's what I felt like was going on. You know what I mean? And if he felt embarrassed about it, he should absolutely feel embarrassed about it, whether it was fake or it was real. You still played yourself, okay? And so, and then I don't feel like what QB said. Hey, Paulette Waters, I don't feel like what QB said was fake at all, because I'm gonna tell you something. And we have been talking about YouTube, and YouTube friendships and all of this and all that. When it comes to Phi Babe and QB, I hope she realized that on offline relationships, and she's gonna put it to the test. You know what I mean? Hey, Better Days, but QB really is her friend, like for real. That's your friend for real, Phi Babe. You know what I mean? And I hope you realize that, because he is loyal to her. And he done had a problem with a couple of people because he can see that they are not for her really, and he'll have a problem with it. And she has to calm him down a lot of the times. But when you find a man, a male, a man that is truly loyal to you, that is really your friend for real, that is how they will act, and that is what I see when it comes to QB and Phi Babe. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it real. This ain't even no being messy. Like he your friend for real. If you hear this video, that's your friend. And sometimes, especially women, especially black women, it is hard to. Hey, darling Joe, I thought I seen you earlier. Um, yes, excellent analogy. She was playing with him through and threw him back. Yeah, talking about GX. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. She was just playing with him. That's all. We all knew it was coming. We all knew it was coming, but he thought he was special. You know what I mean? So yeah, and it is hard to find friends, especially like say the Phi Babe. I believe, she's a single woman, and sometimes, uh, some women, and I'm not just saying her, but I'm just saying in general. Sometimes some women, because nobody wants to be alone, and I have said this before, that some women pray for a man, right? When you pray to the Lord for a man, you have to be specific, right? And some people just pray for a man, to have somebody in their life, to be in a relationship with. Now, we know that QB is a gay man. Do you see what I'm saying? And Phi Babe is a hetero woman, right? And so I'm thinking that her friend, her male friend, has come in the form of QB. And I'm thinking that is the type of, for whatever reason, the Lord feel like that is the type of male friend that she needs right now. And through that male friend being gay, perhaps she can learn to let go of the baggage of her past and find a man in which she can be in a relationship with. Do you see what I'm saying? And oh, thank you, Brandy Davis. Mama some of you said all my friends are day ones. Yeah, mine too. Period. From elementary and middle school. That's how I feel about it, Muffy. Because in order for me to say call you my friend, we have to have history. That's why I always I don't ever let anybody think on YouTube or anywhere else on social media. Hey, Demetrius Body, that I am your friend. CW10, how you doing? Hey everybody, if I haven't mentioned your name, um, Queen of the South said, yes, my gay man friend is like my brother. Absolutely, absolutely. Queen of the South, you're absolutely right about that. And so, and like I said, perhaps he is in her life right now, so that she will be able to, sometimes you can block yourself from having the type of relationship that you want, and you block yourself from having the type of relationship that you want, mainly because of distrust. You know what I mean? And baggage, past bad relationships, past baggage, especially when it comes to me, because that's what I'm talking about, right? And via her friendship with QB, perhaps she can let go of some of that baggage, because he really protects her and he speaks up for her, even though he is a gay man. He is still loyal to her, and that is the kind of man that you want. Hey, Stats girl. Hey, Robbie on the wheels. And maybe she can let me read this. Tell it, Miss Olivia, I got what I prayed for because I was specific. That's right. You have to be specific. You can't just pray for a man. You have to be specific. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you really do. You know. So I wouldn't end up with breath and britches. Okay. Just sitting on the couch. I heard that. That's some real talk right there. My bestie was gay, got rest his soul. That was my brother. I heard that moments with Muffy. The chair, maybe a QB was supposed to come into her life, even if it was via social media. They're right in the same city. And I hope she pays attention to his example. You see what I'm saying? And so maybe when the next time when she, finds a man that could potentially, be her forever man or whatever, she will look for the traits and the characteristics that QB has exhibited to her. Okay, because he is loyal to her, he is very protective over her, he is territorial over her, and that is how you want your man to be. You know what I mean? The man that you can be with, you want him to be loyal to you, to be protective over you, to want the best for you, even when you don't realize when you, because us women sometimes we can be in the thick of emotional battle, and everything else is gone by the wayside, and it'll take you a minute to realize what's going on. Some men are very different. They are detached emotionally to certain types of situations, whereas we are emotional about those situations. And it'll take us a minute to get out of our feelings and see what's really going on. And so I think that he does that. And so yeah. That's right. Be careful what you pray for. And so hopefully she will take a lesson from that, how he act towards her. Because she done put him to the test. We've seen that a couple of times. And so, but he's withstood the test, and so maybe is he sent to her to be that way so that she can learn that is the type of man that you want in your life. Somebody's just gonna protect you no matter what. Is gonna be by your side no matter what. And that's just some real talk right there, and that is what I saw. That is what I see in that relationship, that what's going on between them two right now, and I hope she learned from that. Like, honestly, because you can let go of some baggage like that, and like I said, that applies to a lot of women, not just her, just in general. That's why I want to that's why I want to do a little real talk when it came to what I saw when it comes to Five Baby and QB. He's really loyal and territorial to her. I can't be with a man if they're not loyal and territorial towards me, because I'm going to be loyal and territorial towards them. We got each other's back. We're going to ride or die, literally, for real. That's what you want. That's what you want in a relationship. Let me read this. Slick Chick says, my gay best friend was like my man at one point. When I needed it, he took me out, comforted and protected me for years, and still does. 20 years later, he's my brother for life. Absolutely, I absolutely agree with that. Hey, sweet tea, JC, how you doing? My best friend is a gay black and has for I know that's right, JC. Brandy Davis said my best friend was my hairstylist. He died but taught me how to clock these DL men. Lord have mercy. My gaydar game is 100. That what you said? QB definitely came through. Yes, he did. Queen of the South. I agree with that. I'm just keeping it a buck. Just on some real talk, not no messy talk, not no B sector talk. Some real talk. Just keep it a buck, okay? They could be a girl's best friend. Brandy Mine taught me. Yeah, but you have to learn. I'm glad that you ladies are saying that you learned the lesson from them, and it is trust. You know what I mean, and loyalty. And so yeah, and it is supposed to be in a man's nature, and you can even see it in QB, even though he's gay, that he really cares about Five Baby. For that reason, he's protective over her. And you want your man to be gay or straight. Men are hunter gatherers. They are protectors. If they choose, because a man has to put you in his heart. Like women, sometimes we don't have a choice. You just in my heart. I feel for you. I want to save you. I want to mother you. So they in our heart. That's in our nature. But a man, he has to choose. Choose to want to protect you. Choose to want to provide for you. And everything else. And and that's what he's chosen. That's how he's chosen to, deal with Phi Babe. You know what I mean? So that's why he's so territorial. You know what I mean? And so yeah. And so yeah. I was really happy to see that. This is very sweet of you to say about Phi and QB. Well, it's just the truth. It's just some real talk. And I hope she realized that. Do you see what I'm saying? Because everybody don't get that, and you can take that relationship and heal from it. And a lot of women might be seeing it, especially her people over there, and they can take that example and heal from it. Because a lot of the times, a lot of women get in a whole lot of relationships to where you're literally wasting your time. Because you can't save a man. You cannot. And so yeah, and that's why I mentioned that. Whatever. You know. Yes, they are. I have two gay male cousins, and we have so much fun. That's good. Your best friend taught you the game. We need to know, sis. I heard that. Yes, when a man doesn't hate women and he has a genuine love for you, as a woman. He acts a certain, yes, he does, gay or straight. I absolutely get, he acts a certain way. You're absolutely right about that, Queen of the South, gay or straight. Like it's in their nature, like they can't help it. It's, it's in them. And so yeah, that's what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? And so yeah. And so yeah, you're absolutely, I agree with that. JC, thank you. I miss him so much. He was a real friend. Murray Williams, how you doing? ZX and nothing but I guess ain't nothing but the devil. He's the type of man. Is back from the set. Right, he's back from the 70s and 80s. A pimp talking a bunch of s. I agree with that, Mary Williams. I do. Queen of South Crafts. Hey, Crafts and House. Especially as you get older, friends like that are absolutely rare. And the fact that she met him via this YouTube thing, that is also very rare. Do you see what I'm saying? A neutral love. How you doing? Hey everybody, if I haven't mentioned your name, please blame it to my eyes and not my heart. Hey Danny H. Brandy, a friend who is a stylist, was a blessing. RP to your friend. Mimi, how you doing? Mimi 126 says, the relationships remind me of Kenya Moore, and Brandon from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Brandon got his ribs broken. Oh my goodness. Defending Kenya from Apollo. Oh wow, really? Oh wow. JC, and the straight men wonder why we like to get up. You know what, Queen of the South? I feel you on it. I absolutely feel you on it. You're absolutely right. You know what I mean? And that's a fact. So anyway, I just want to mention that little part right there. Um, you know, uh, because you never know who uh and because they're on screen, because they're on social media, and everybody can see how they move within the relationship, those two, maybe somebody can take a lesson from it. You never know. You know what I mean? And make a better choice for themselves via seeing what their relationship looks like. So that's why I want to mention that. And that was just some real talk right there. But anyway, I noticed that about that. I like the whole live. I also like I mean, it was just so much going on this weekend, and they broke it down real good. Now that really was a good state of the beef sector video right there. Like, it really was. It was funny and everything. You know what I mean? ZX doesn't respect or like women. I absolutely agree, Brandy. He is extremely disrespectful. That's why I don't do that, man. Over there, I have nothing to do with it. He pretty much got mad at me because I blocked him out of my chat because he kept trying to hit my links when he first came over. I'm like, nope. My sister told me to stay away from him, and that's what I did. This is good teaching, Miss O. Like, yo, thank you, Queen of the South. Robbie says this is so cool to hear real talk about friendship in the community. Absolutely, Robbie. That's just something real right there. I really want to mention that. Not being messy or nothing. It's really and truly how I feel about their relationship. And that's just from my perspective. You know what I mean? But if you really pay attention to and if you really if you have any idea of how men move, or some idea, because I'm a woman, but I know how I like the men in my life to move. Do you see what I'm saying? And so yeah, and that's what I was seeing. So that's why I want to talk about it. Yes, he came for you too, Miss. Oh, he came for me. What woman hasn't as he come for who is a heavy hitter in this sector? Oh yeah, you mean back? Yeah, yeah, way back. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Queen of the South. I wasn't going. I can't speak on their friendship because I don't watch either. Uh, but maintaining any friendship as we get older is blessed. So that's right, JC. Well, I hate me a S. I had to I want to watch that. Everybody was talking about how good it was. So like I said, I had heard snippets about it, all this and all that. So, but I went back and watched it for myself today from beginning to end, and it really was a good video. I mean, everybody's saying it was, and it was. I agree, it was a good video. So yeah, Sharona B, how you doing? He is so jealous of successful women. Yeah, he is old and he is tired. Talking about GX, and he is toothless. And I saw somebody got a picture of him, a screenshot. Who I seen it going down my stream. He's sitting on the chair, all slumped over with a too little shirt on, showing his gut. Now, girl, it's just tired. It's just tired. You need to lay it down. Okay, but child, it's gonna be all right. And you think you can come in the B sector and move something and shake something, and you're sadly mistaken because it is what it is. Oh, and I even heard that he said he was, now if it's true, y'all can tell me if it's true or not. Brady said, Olivia, I never fooled him. Either I watched how he treats those women, absolutely, who follow him. I wish I would be disrespected by that fool. Child, that old fool. But anyway, I don't know. Y'all tell me if it's true or not. If you've seen his video, somebody said he was calling the nerve. Y'all please hit the like button. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. If you could just do that for me. Said that he was calling for a sector war, a black sector against the beef sector war. I don't know what he's supposed to mean by that or whatever, but he was calling for that over there. Child, just old and tired. Just need to sit down. Just need to move around. Oh, child. Move around like your teeth be moving around in your mouth, okay? Okay, child. Ooh, mm-mm-mm. Yes, he is. He always be with women. He won't go at the men because he's a cow. Absolutely, and that is a mark of an abuser, you know. And so, yeah, sounds like an agent. Absolutely, JC. I absolutely agree. You're absolutely right about that. Mm. So anyway, I like that little thing going on right there, but I don't look. I refuse to click on any of GX's videos. And so I can't give you no details about what actually went on as far as if he chose to rebut what QB had to say about him. You know, the fact that he was dismissed, like I said, we knew it was coming, but I can't give you no specifics about his rebuttal because I refuse to ever click on a video of his. Okay. Nope. Mm-mm. Anyway, move right along. So I want to mention that. Uh, what else I want to talk about? Oh, what I was gonna talk about first was QB looked like a great young man. That's why Tracy D, that's so jealous. She really cared for him too. Yeah, yeah. Well, he stayed loyal to Fabe. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's another example. You right about that, Mary. I feel you on that. So anyway, so like I was telling y'all last night, uh, I couldn't go. I'm looking at TV. Oh, if anybody got Prime Video, there's a series on Amazon Prime Video called Harlem. Y'all go look at that. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that show they used to have years ago called Sex in the City. That show Harlem is like a black girl Sex in the City. You know what I mean? I love that little series. I watched the whole thing. Right? It was so funny. It got me it's got Boo Boo Kitty from the Empire on it. That lady, and it's got a Megan Good on there. And it's a cast of 4 friends. One of the friends is a lesbian, and the other one is a whole hot mess, honey. But it's a good little yeah, JC, have you seen it? You heard her. It was really good. I was cracking up the whole time. I was getting my whole life. I liked it. If y'all haven't watched it and you got like I said, Amazon Prime, please go watch Harlem. It is very good. All right. It's like I said, it's like the female sex, the black female Sex in the City. You know what I mean? It was really good. Hey, JLC Productions, how you doing? Hey, is this really Kiki? It's a Ken Nola food. Or is it a troll, y'all? Cause I didn't know he had a pay. Hey, Lady T, I'm glad you on here, Lady T. Yeah, Harlem, it's something to watch, Lady T. It's really good. The lesbian was doing the most when the white girl ate her takeout. I screamed, child. Child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Now, Kiki, if it's really you, when I drop this link, can you click on this link, please? But anyway, look, let me tell y'all, right? So anyway, that's something good. That's something good. Oh, it's a troll. I thought it was a troll. Okay, Baldwin, thank you. I figured it was a troll. All right. Mm-hmm. I figured it was. Anyway, Olivia, I have to check it out. Uh, yeah, it's really good. It's really good, Brenda. You'll really like it. Like, I was surprised. I didn't expect it to be that good, but it really was good. I was like, Chad, go ahead on. The Black Six in the City, come through. Yeah, probably a troll lady tell you right. Sweetie Pie said no, this him. But we'll see, Chad. But let me tell y'all about this real fast, right? So, oh, y'all made me forget. What was I gonna say? Oh, so last night I finished looking at Harlem, right? I clicked on YouTube because I still really wasn't that sleepy. I seen that Pizarro was on, and I went over there. And I wrote. She had been on for like an hour or so or something like that before I clicked on, right? So I wrote. I did the red ball scroll back thing, right? I don't hear Olivia. Is it me? Oh, can y'all hear me? Hit the one if y'all can hear me. Cause Brandy says she can't hear me. Y'all hit the one if y'all can hear me, please. Shoot. Brandy issue. Oh, you can hear me, Lady Tia. Thank you. Okay, because I'm like, oh, I don't want to be talking for nothing, child. Ooh, child. But anyway, oh, thank you guys for letting me know that y'all can hear me, because I was like, ooh, I can't be saying the stuff over again, because it won't ever, it'll never come back up in my brain. Y'all know how I am, right? So anyway, I went on, uh, Pizarro's. I read rolled the red ball back, and Pizarro was on there saying somebody told me Olivia had been on Rita's um nasty and old. He is nasty and old. That's not a lie. He is very nasty and very old. He's disgusting. Ugh. It's the truth. With his old tired ass. But anyway, move right along. So yeah, wrote the red ball back, and Pizarro was like, somebody had told her that I had clicked on Rita's link, and I was on the panel and I was talking about her, and she said that she went and looked and she didn't see nothing. I said, you know what? You see how people try to start stuff, and so I heard that little part. I don't know whatever else to say, but that part got me right there, because I was wanting to click on her anyway, because I had something to ask about a troll, because a troll had said something about me as well, right? So I clicked the link, and I'm talking to Pizarro. Pizarro told me what the person said, all this and all that, right? And I told her, I said, I'm glad you went and looked for yourself. You know what I mean? Because I've never been on Reader's panel, right? And people always trying to start something. Y'all know how they go. I was like, oh no, they didn't. Why do you try to tell a lie on somebody when you know it can be verified? See, everybody don't go back and look. Hey, iPhone users, somebody just take stuff and run with it. So I'm glad she went back and looked, because I wasn't on her chat or in the comment section. Why would I be on her panel or in the comment section talking about Pizarro? I don't know. Child, I can't follow sometimes what's going on with Rita. Now I have been in her comment section a couple of times, but never on the panel, because sometimes I can't follow, right? She do so many lives to where, you know what I mean? And I like to kind of keep up with the conversation. I can't keep up. I don't have all day to do that. I can't keep up sometimes. So no, Miss P said you wasn't. Yeah, she said I won't be a militia. I wasn't over there. I'm glad she went and looked. I appreciated that. You know what I mean? Like I really did. I'm like, what? On the what? And then you can verify it. You know, I mean, come on now, really. We got to do better. We got to do better. Okay, child, but these trolls be trying it. So another troll named TC was over there now the night before. She did a really quick live. She had to click off real fast, for I didn't understand whatever reason was. It's like a little bit over 30 minutes, and she clicked off. But while she was on there, I was over there looking, and the TC person, they were talking about, the bliss thing, and they were, and the TC person was commenting about my video, you know what I mean? And she didn't appreciate what I had to say about VS. When I said, if you guys heard my video, I was telling the story, a little bit a history when it came to me and Nika and VS, and I said that VS had doxed me, right? Because she did dox me. It's not a lie, you know what I mean? And so she was like, I had contradicted myself when I was on that video with VS before or after she got into it with the Shireen person, but the IHOP situation, right? And so she's saying all this, and I'm like, what? What is she talking about, right? So last night, and like I said, the live clicked off real fast. So last night when I clicked on her, I went up there to ask the TC person, the TC troll, like, what do you mean, right? Like, what do you mean I contradicted myself? And then she was saying stuff like, well, you said this and that about VS or whatever, whatever, whatever. And you said that you would always be there for her. I'm thinking, what? Number one, I want TSCC, and why I would say, is anything I could do for you? Honey, I'm thinking, no, we don't even live in the same state. And who is that to me, really? Like, I don't know her like that. And like I said, I wasn't TSCC. Are you okay? I don't know what's wrong with people. Are we now deifying people? That's all I want to know. Why I know now everybody know I don't do the offline thing. I don't do the back conversation thing. So why would you put in your mind, number one, I'm contradicting myself because I'm telling what happened to me when it came to me in VS, and the fact that I was everybody was telling her don't go to the thing, don't go. Then after she got there, we all seen the fight and all this and all that, you know what I mean? Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. And I hated for her to go to jail over something that happened, started online. It hit a fever pitch, and she had a fight with the woman. But I thought it was unfair for her to have to go to jail because of something that really didn't have to be, something that happened on that started on YouTube, right? And she got kids, you know what I mean? So that's messed up. That is really, really messed up. So she keeps going on and on, typing in the chat, and she said something about I was on the link with Jason and all this and all that. I said, honey, no, I wasn't. And if he was on there, I'm not saying he wasn't hitting the link too, because a lot of people were trying to talk to her, whatever. And but he wasn't on there with me. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe she misunderstood my video. That's what I was saying. I'm thinking, did you listen to my video? Because I was telling that story in a larger context, of things. It just is what it is. Everybody done been doxxed over here, you know. And so, I mean, I think you missed the whole point of the video, or you want to deify this person. You don't want nobody telling the truth about the person. You know what I mean? I don't have no problem with VS or TSCC or none of the rest of them. But she did in fact dox me. But if she would have listened to the video, she would have got the context of what I was telling the story about. It wasn't about her. I'm not feeling salty because this woman doxed me over 2 years ago or so. No, you didn't listen to the video, or you listened to respond instead of listen to comprehend. That's a lot of problem. We have a lot of problems over here sometimes because people, they just listen to get the tea, listen to respond. They don't take the time to listen and comprehend the discussion, or either they cannot comprehend the larger discussion. You know what I mean? So I was using that story via example, pretty much. That's what was going on, right? So we talked about that over there, and I mainly stayed up there because, like I said, I was trying to fall asleep. I'm sure I was real quiet a whole lot of time because I started dozing at one point in time. At one point in time, I went and got me something, a little snack, a little late night snack, and then I was still on there. Then I started chatting. There was a lot going on, but I eventually got sleepy. Okay, and I'm assuming everybody else did too. You know what I mean? And so that's what happened with that. But I was like, is she deifying VS or something? I'm like, honey, she's not my God. I don't have to be there for nobody that I don't know. But that's what I mean about these representatives, and people deifying people. I don't deify nobody. I got a God. All right. And I would never tell somebody that I'm going to always be there for them. And if it's anything you need, especially if I don't know you, I don't want to know nobody offline. That didn't make sense to me. I'm like, girl, who are you talking to? I ain't TSCC. You got me messed up. Why would I say something like that? People be inventing stuff. It'd be amazing. I'm like, girl, are you okay? But anyway, child, moving right along. That's what happened. So I clicked up there to talk about that, and I heard Watkins this morning talking about I was trying to stir the conversation about what happened between her and Nika. That whole situation like that. No, I wasn't trying to stir the city. I guess she thinks she's special or something. But honey, wasn't nobody worried about when I talked about the incident. I was not trying to stir the conversation as to her and Nika, right? I guess she got mad about my video and she wanted to throw that in there. But what I was talking about was the TC situation. Do you see what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to talk about her and Nika, and I don't know where that came from. Like I said, people listening to respond instead of listening to comprehend. But I heard her say that today, and I'm like, no, I wasn't trying to. But Pizarro wasn't going for it, and I was glad. Oh, lady, wasn't nobody thinking about you. Wasn't nobody trying to steer the conversation to talk about you. You've been campaigning out. I bet you couldn't rest this whole weekend because they called you out on your mess. And this ain't the first time they called her out on her mess. Do you see what I'm saying? And then, like I said, I guess she didn't like my video, but okay. But wasn't nobody trying to steer the conversation on Pizarro's If I wanted to talk about you and Nika and whatever else I wanted to talk about, I would have brought it up. But the only thing I want to talk about was the fact that that TC person said I said all this and all that on the girl's platform after she had been arrested, and that is just not the case. That's it. That's all. You ain't special. Ain't nobody trying to talk about you like that. Get a grip on yourself. Give me a break. Anyway, but y'all heard her say that just when I was like, child, girl, bye. Move around. You gave an example of the past. Thank you, actions. And in this one lady, Nika, wasn't in, yeah, she wasn't in the wrong. You know what I mean? I'm glad you seen the video, Lady Tia. You know what I mean? Like I said, she been campaigning all weekend, cause she got caught up in her stuff, right? And cause she talked too much on the phone. Period. Okay? And so anyway, uh yeah, so that happened. Okay, and so then what happened? What else I want to talk about? Child, I'm telling y'all, there was just so much going on, right? Oh, and so at one point in time, talking about QB and Five Babe's video, right? At the end of their video, almost at the end of their video, they start talking about Nika and Spill It Boy TV, right? And the fact that it keep coming up about Nika, post Nika, she was talking about it, she was going off this weekend because she's people, she's tired of people pouring salt on her name, right? And so she brought up the Vegas situation ever since Bliss accidentally sent that message to VS about VS. She haven't been the same. What was the message, Miss Diaz? So, this weekend when she was going off, because like I said, she tired of people, pretty much putting salt on her name, right? She mentioned what happened with Vegas Gate. She said, for years, I let people think I stole money. It was just $11. For years, I let people think I didn't come there with any clothes. For years, I let people this, that, and the other, right? So they played the audio of her saying it, and then they played Spill It Boy's response. I didn't know that he responded. I didn't know that he said, why y'all feeling sorry for Nika, something like that. She did for 4 days. I waited for her to, hey, Tropical Punch, I waited for her to give me my money back. But I guess you did take that money, right? And I guess it's pretty much I said what I said, right? So I didn't know that he had responded to that, but I was like, wow, oh, okay. I didn't know that. And I heard that at the end of the video over there as well. And I was like, okay, I didn't even know that had happened, right? And so I did talking bad about her. But I did hear, now he did I don't recall the details, but she was talking about VS and thought she sent it to someone else. But she mistakenly sent it to VS, and VS called out, is that right? Is that why VS stopped fooling with her? Oops. Oops. See, talk too much. Just talk too much. Too much. Too much. Too much. Hmm. But yeah, I thought it was interesting the response that he gave to Nika, what Nika said and how he responded to it. I thought that was very interesting. Because their post had moved it right along from that situation. I'm sure they did. You know what I mean? But I guess it's still like, well, I said what I said. We done moved on, but I said what I said. But it sounds like Nika still don't appreciate it. You know what I mean? And when things like this come up, you know, you hold stuff in so long because you be trying to keep these YouTube ships. You know what I mean? But every once in a while it'll pop out. That's why things keep coming up again and again. That's why the conversation about that Bless situation and her on them phone calls talking too much. That's why it keep coming up, because it came up the first time a while ago with Kimmy and Miss O. Oh, and speaking of Kimmy and Miss O, I heard that uh she was on old boys panel, the Avatars channel over there, and they were talking, and she was saying something about she is not friends with Miss O anymore or Brianna. Do you see what I'm saying? I was like, wow, what's up with that? So maybe everybody was asking where the Miss O was, and so maybe we don't, Miss O ain't popped her head out because her and Kimmy ain't friends no more. They ain't fooling with each other no more. So maybe that's why. But I heard her say that on the Avatar's channel. I was like, oops, oops, oops. Lady Nika wanted to know what happened herself. No, it wasn't her fault. Hey, really, BTV, how you doing? That was an old video clip. Oh, was that an old video clip? Oh, I thought it was recent. Thanks for telling me that, really, BTV. I thought it was recent. Oh, wow. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. Dark Liquor Cam said that James clip that Five played was years old. Oh, okay. From when the Vegas get happened. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I thought it was recent. I thought it was recent because she brought it up again the other day. But she brought it up the other day, but the clip that they played was from a long time ago. Oh, okay. All right. Thanks for letting me know. LOL and Bliss acting like she's been vindicated. Right. I was like, no, right? She definitely been yapping up. Absolutely. And Nika know something was said. Like I said, she don't know exactly what was said, but she got sense enough to know something was said, And so yeah. And I'm sure they still cool, but she knows something was said. I mean, ain't nobody stupid around here, right? Yeah, I was sipping down to where the avatars got to the yeah, but I heard her say, "Leave you later." Yeah, I am late on that one. Yeah, because I didn't know that was a old recording. I thought it was in response to what Nika had said the other day. But thank you guys for letting me know. Thank you, really, B, and whoever else let me know. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. Because like I said, I thought it was recent. Do you see what I'm saying? And so yeah, that I did. But I did hear him say something about I said what I said or something like that on this other one. He was talking about the video when he was talking about the how he liked this State of the Beef Sector's video. I heard a little bit of that when he was speaking on that, and he was like, pretty much he said what he said or whatever, but thank you for letting me know that's an old clip. I appreciate that. Thank you guys. And so, but like I said, I heard Kimmy say she wasn't friends with the Miss O no more, and maybe that explains why the Miss O. And then so they're not friends no more. And so I guess, but last week, they they was cool, because they was up on the was it the Queen's Court? She was up there with Kimmy, right? And so they were cool. Now I don't know why, what happened in the last couple of days to make them fall out. But I heard her say that they would, they pretty much wasn't cool no more, as well as Brianna, right? And so I'm not surprised about that because I even said on Pizarro's chat how how what is her name? How Kimmy be bucking Brianna, right? Cause she do, you know, like if a conflict to come up, she'll pop on up there. She'll be really condescending, and that's animosity right there. I can tell it's animosity. And so but I think that the animosity stems from now. Don't quote me on it. Darn, I ate up all my soft cookies. I think the animosity stems from. Hold on, y'all. Hold on a minute. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, y'all. Child, I seen my cookies, and I had to eat one. Oh my god! Right. So I got a problem with these cookies. I need to leave them alone. Lady Tia she said it was a miscommunication, and she wished her well. Right. Stop snacking and talking. Right. Them Christmas cookies, girl. Them Christmas cookies. It's horrible. It's the truth, Lady Tia. My God, I looked over at that tin. I said, "Oh, hold up, wait a minute. Let me grab a quick cookie." Um, I won't use said I'm not surprised. All of these fake people are falling out. They was never friends in the first. That this is true. That's why I say people use the word friend too loosely on social media, especially around here on these YouTube streets. Okay, period. But yeah, I heard her say that, well, about Miss D, Miss O, and Brianna, and then it brought me back to because I had said, like I said, she be deboing Brianna, right? Because she wanted to say one thing out the way so she can go off on her, right? And so, uh I listened to a little bit of the recent Queen's Court that they did, and she was talking about reconciliation, and she was talking about how she got into it with Face Yaya, right? She said she had been waiting for a long time to get into it. She had been holding it in for a long time to get into it with Face Yaya, to the point to where, Kiki stopped the live, and then she said they were still arguing in the background. I was like, what? Hey, the Sassy Show, how you doing, love? How you doing? Welcome. And so when I had said on Pizarro's chat that it seemed like Kimmy is the type of person that hold grudges, right? So after I heard her say that on a Queen's Court video, that she had been waiting for a long time, to say what she had to say to Face Yaya, right? She didn't mention Face Yaya by name, but I saw that video where they was arguing, and I saw when he clicked it off, she said they were still arguing in the background, right? The video's still up, y'all can go listen to it for yourself. But it validated what I thought about her, right? When I said on Pizarro's panel that she seemed like she's the kind of person that hold grudges, right? So it would make sense that and people were also thinking when it comes to her and Brianna that she was trying to pretty much take over Brianna's channel or whatever. I was like, I agree, to a certain degree or whatever. But moreover, I think that there has always been a layer of animosity when it comes to Kimmy and Brianna. And I don't know if Brianna realized it, but do y'all remember? I think it was years ago. I played this video before. It's Kimmy was talking about a domestic violence situation that she had, right? And she was telling her story on Sean Bradley's channel, right? But she has mastered that soft, gentle, yes, speech to pretend like she's not upset. You're absolutely right. Those types of people are very dangerous. They're very calculating, okay? And so she told her story, her domestic violence situation story on Sean Bradley's channel, right? Then Brianna, now this is years ago, right? Then Brianna took and made light of it on her channel, right? And it was an old video. I'm not sure if she took that video down or not, but I had played it on my channel a while ago, right? Now my thing is, but here years later they became friends, right? And so I don't know if y'all remember that or not. Some of y'all do, because Miss Diaz said, "Yup." So my thing is, why would you think that Brianna is ever gonna be cool? I mean, that Kimmy. Why does Brianna feel like that she could be friends with Kimmy these years later after she did that to her? Did she think that if she just apologized, what I mean, it'll be cool, right? And even if she did apologize, I don't know if she did or not. Why would you think that this woman is ever gonna be cool with you about making light of a serious situation like that, right? So for that reason, I felt like Kimmy was trying to play the long game with Brianna, trying to get enough information on her. Then, one day she'll get her revenge, right? And so I've always felt that way about that situation. I mean? A lot of people didn't trust Kimmy and Brianna's friendship, or whatever situationship, I put it that way. But I had just always, when she popped up and they was, comfy cozy with one another, offline as well as online, from what I gather, I never forgot about the fact that I'm one of those porch watchers that doesn't come off the porch, but no, everyone's busy. I heard that, Miss Diaz. But I have always every time I seen them interacting on Brianna's channel, I've always thought about the fact that she did that video about Kimmy's situation, and she pretty much made fun of it. And I'm thinking, don't you know this girl gonna get you back one day? So I could never, I never, I'm like, wow, really? And so, yeah, I just thought about that. And I just felt like it was a little bit naive of Brianna to think that that Kimmy would ever try to pay her back for that. But time will tell. Time will tell. Maybe she's done with it. Like I said, if y'all want to listen to that video, she called it reconciliation, and she was talking about online friends and all this and all that. There was a lot going on, right? And so, yeah. I don't know if she's done with it now, or I don't know, because she said she wasn't friends with Brianna or Venus O anymore. So maybe she's decided to let it go and reconcile with herself. But some people are very vindictive. You got to watch some folks, okay? For real. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So I bet that child had to crunch. This is my last cookie. I'm crunching, child. So, so anyway, bye bye. When I say these butter cookies are the bomb, they are the bomb. Okay, I just simply cannot get enough. But moving right along. Like Lady Tia said, you do it, Lady Tia. The next thing, and I'm glad Lady Tia's on here because Lady Tia, I got that message you sent me about DKL and Jessica, right? So I got that message, and then I went over there and looked at what was going on between Jessica and DKL. I was like, what in the world? Tripped me out. So I didn't know that Jessica had a Jessica and DKL. I didn't know that they had a situation. Once again, behind the scenes, a situation between them two about, from what I gather, a conversation that they had that went awry behind the scenes or something like that. Um, yeah, I was surprised too. So, but thank you for mentioning that because that still goes to, the point of stay off them phones, basically, right? You know, and Miss D said, "Oh yes, that was surprise. It was very surprising and shocking, right?" So I went to the video to where Jessica. Now I guess he was talking about it in a prior video he was looking for, right? And she didn't click on the video while he was calling for it initially, but then there was another video to where I guess she got in contact with him. I guess I'm assuming, and or he contacted her. I don't know how that went down, but however it went down, she agreed to come on this channel and talk about the situation, right? From what I gather. So I clicked on video. Jessica came up there and they had a back and forth. Miss Diaz says he should have let her spoke whether she came the first or second time. Absolutely. He was all in his feelings. Right, absolutely. All in his feelings and don't like the words that came out of her mouth. But that's what I was going to talk about, Miss Diaz. It went left fast. Um, um, I don't know all the details of what went on behind the scenes because we ain't never gonna know that. And he said something about they had a phone conversation, and I don't know if he said he didn't like something she said, but he said he hung up and he never spoke about it since, right? He didn't speak about it, all this and all that, right? So I'm guessing that's where the conflict stemmed from. But anyway, she was up on a panel and they were talking, and she wasn't gonna let him, you know, pretty much. Sorry about what, Miss D? Sorry about what? You didn't say nothing wrong. She wasn't gonna let him pretty much, just say whatever he wanted to say, to her, and she wasn't, she wasn't gonna let him, rough ride the conversation. That's the sense I got, right? And so they're talking, and she's explaining, they're having a conversation about what happened, right? And at one point, she said something about the moderators, other moderators, pretty much going through something similar. I guess something similar. And she was like, I can name 6 of them. And then he was like, well, F them too, and all of this and all of that there. And I was like, wow, oh my goodness, that I spoke too soon before you. Oh no problem, no problem. She wasn't in a plan. Yeah, no, she wasn't in a plan mood. It amazes me that people are having deep enough I guess behind the scenes conversations behind the scenes to fall out. Yeah, it actually amazes me too. You thought it was a skit at first. I didn't know if it was real at first either, but it was real. You know, and so yeah, that tripped me out right there. And so anyway, Jessica was not backing down. JKL blocked me because I told him that Jessica was a good mod to him. I know that she was a faithful mod to him. Like I know there was a couple of them. And I don't, did he fall out with all of them at one point in time? And then he made a comment at one point in time. I forgot what was said, but I don't know if this is before or after he clicked her off. But he was like, I got a dog. I got a call for a bee or something like it. I was like, excuse me? I was like, wow, he's really in his feelings about that. So anyway, he talking to Jessica talking, and I guess he didn't like just said something Jessica said, honey, and then he clicked her off the after you gonna call for her in one video, she gonna show up so y'all can discuss what's going on. Then you gonna turn around and click her off because you got in your feelings. Like how adult are you? Why you didn't finish the conversation? And that's just how I felt about it. You know what I mean? And so I thought that was very interesting how he clicked her off after he had called for it. Now, was it called for? It's his channel. He can do it what he want. But I really wish Jessica was on her because I'd really like to ask her, like, how did you feel about not being able to complete the conversation after you took the time out, you know what I mean, to come over there? Because she didn't even have to come over there after he was calling for it and they had already fell out. She wasn't obligated to come over there and discuss nothing with him. In the first place. Oh, and the reason why I was interested in it is because he felt like she said something derogatory about him in my chat when I did that video the other day, and that just was not the case. You know what I mean? That was not the case. And so I think that's what prompted him to call her because he wanted to know what was said, right? And, in the comment section, it was nothing, And so I found it very interesting that he clicked her off before the conversation ended abruptly because he clicked her off. And I'm thinking, well, why call her in the first place if you're going to do it like that? This is absolutely uncalled for and unnecessary. It's rude as F. It amazes me that people are having deep. Oh, I read that. I thought it was a skit. I read that. She really wasn't. Lady Chill. Oh, I read that. I'm trying to catch up all. Hey, Sheba Pisces girl. Hello, Miss O in chat. Don't tell me. Girl, I'm eating them cookies. I was eating them cookies, girl. I was eating them cookies. Eating them Dutch cookies, but mine came from Walmart. As a father, let's continue. Right, as a father, let's continue. I got to be honest. She handled that She did handle that conversation. It was a grown woman. That's right, and I don't understand why he clicked her off because it was a grown woman conversation. Like, hello, exactly. She didn't get she didn't get a chance to finish her sentence. Hey, Third World Colombian, how you doing, love? Hey, Sykes. He was embarrassed, in my opinion. I agree with that Creole. He's a very sensitive, embarrassed, cause she was, speaking her truth. And we know that he can be sensitive sometimes. It's just period. Crafts and House with Leela. But yeah, I really wish they would have, it really gets on my nerves. I be talking about my pet peeves. Another one of my pet peeves is when you're actually in the midst of a good conversation, either somebody divert the conversation or just end the conversation abruptly instead of finishing the conversation. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God, I can't do nothing like it because if it was me, no matter what, we're gonna finish the freaking conversation, okay? It's probably gonna end up going left, but we still gonna finish the conversation, So I just wish that they would have finished the conversation because I had no idea. And I didn't even know. And did I hear right, Lady Tia, that she had conversation with also had conversations with Watkins in the background as well? Did I hear that right? She said, I don't F with you. And he clicked her off. Right, Sherez. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I don't think they're going to work it out, Leela. It's nothing to work out. She said what she said. He said what he said. It's just time to let it go. Because some things it ain't no coming back from. Sometimes you just got to let it go. Especially if you summon the person. LOL, thank you. He summoned her. Let her finish. I didn't get that. So I agree with it, maybe he clicked her off because he asked her over to discuss their issues and she brought up others. No shade to either of them. Well, he was bringing up other issues instead of him worrying about what's going on with him and her. He wanted to know other stuff too. Do you see what I'm saying? She was wanting to talk about what's going on with them, and he's asking her, what did you say about me in this place? What did you say about me in that place? You know what I mean? But I understand where you're coming from. You get no resolution even if we don't talk to each other ever again. When you don't talk, you get no. Well, that's true. Yes, bless. Yeah, her name was in the mix. Absolutely. She said I had to calm down. to speak. I found myself just listening because I have no clue what's going on. You a mess, Brian. That just said, that's what made her mad. Kept talking about others. Yeah, she did. She got frustrated because she came to talk about them. You see what I'm saying? And I really want to know. Well, really would like for her to have been able to. That's right, stay off them phones, right? I really would have liked for her to go in detail about the other mods. You see what I'm saying? But how you said F them too and all of this and all that, I don't know if you really meant that, or maybe you was just salty at the time, But he has have had a lot of good moderators over there. You know what I mean? And so I think that's unfortunate. I always wonder why DK likes to poke at Bliss. I think he has something to do with it. I think that maybe it's because she had doxed him, but she said she didn't know she doxed him. She mistakenly doxed him, via her mindset or whatever. She showed his house or something like that. So maybe that's the reason why. I don't know, child. I don't know. Maybe they need a mediator to keep the conversation on track. I think that it's done now. It is what it is at this point in time. I think it is what it is, you know. And so yeah. But I found it interesting because, like I said, I had no idea. Some of this stuff be going on in the background, child. I had no idea. It's just all these back communications, they never end well, and that keeps validating my stance on being transparent, just transparent, and not communicating in the background. It don't work. After a while, it's just all gonna blow up, you know. And it always ends up being content too, by the way. And I think Lady Tia said that. That's the truth. Okay, Lady Tia, I got the sequence backwards then. Thanks for straightening me out. That's what Levon said. Child, but it was yeah. Yeah. I found it very I just wish she could have finished. I hate when people the conversation when the conversation is left open ended. I'd be like, oh my goodness, yo, and I hate when they do. What are your thoughts on recording calls? I mean, I don't see why it's necessary. But if you think, but see, here's the thing. That is you assuming that eventually you're gonna be able to use this on somebody, and that's sneaky. I would never do nothing like that. But that's just me, you know. I would never do anything like that. I want to just like, hold on, Lady Chill. Let me put up my thing. Boom! I got a new one, y'all. What y'all think about that? Woo! Is this you, Lady Chill?
Yes, hey, Miss.
Girl, you like my overlay?
Y'all mess.
I was wanting somebody to click on real good, Lady Chill, so I can put that lady up. I can put that overlay up, girl.
That's
Thank you
fine.
so much for that.
Miss. Oh well, I mean, the reason why I put it in came in your comments and said something about it is because I had seen Dutch's video about
Uh-huh.
it and it threw me off guard. And it was
Mhm.
like, when did this happen? Where Jessica said anything, and then I remember I came in your live
Mhm.
late yesterday, and I seen that Jessica B was already had been in there. So I went back to your video. I was like, let me see what something said in
Right.
your video, and that's where
Right.
you was talking about the history thing, and
Right.
Jessica, what Jessica said or what she typed was that
Mhm.
happened to me, and that's just
Mhm.
Kelly Love. I learned the lesson. That's
That's
what she
all she
said.
said.
Yeah, that's all
Mhm.
she said. I learned the lesson. I don't know about no doxing stuff. I mean, I didn't see that or hear nothing about it. If it happened in the past, because that's what it sounds like. Duchess was saying something that was said in the past. I don't even
Mhm.
remember that because I didn't even notice Jessica B wasn't over there because I haven't been watching Duchess for a
Right.
while. So
Right.
I mean, last I remember, she was her and Demetrius was the mods over there. So
Mhm.
when I seen the video about her, I was like, well, dang, what happened? Last time I seen it was in your chat. And I
Mm.
looked back and all she typed was that happened to me and Duchess Kelly Love. I learned my lesson. And that's all that she said. And then
Right.
I see the video afterwards and then the conversation with them too. And it was just like, dang, I didn't even realize there was a situation. Um, But yeah, we all know Duchess is sensitive, and I'm sure it'll probably be a conversation he's gonna have because we're talking about it, and that's fine. Um, but I think she did get upset um when he was bringing up 5A and Bless, and she's like, "Look, we can, if you called me, you wanted
Right.
me to be here to talk about you and I.
Mhm.
Apparently, it is now here to talk about on YouTube when it was
Mhm.
whatever happened in the background. But now that we're here, I think
Yeah.
she was already on, on 10. And
Right.
when he started naming other people names, it was kind of like, I don't, we're not talking about what you may seen or may have heard. Let's talk about what's going on between you and I, and,
Right.
and
Yeah.
and and stop naming other people. And yeah,
Mhm.
when she said "fuck you," I don't fuck with you. I was shocked, but then again, I wasn't that he clicked her off like that because he did that with my neck and my back or dear self. It didn't give her a chance to, talk.
Uh-huh.
And
Right.
and
Right.
when you don't get to talk, and I'm sure he's gonna say, Once you disrespected me, I don't need to talk no more." I get that, but if you really care about somebody enough that you have their phone numbers, I think it's, even though it was on you, I still think that you could have gave her that to at least, talk. I mean, yeah, you might cuss her out and she may cuss you
Right.
out back, but
Right.
at least that what would it be. And then when you get on certain people's platforms, they'll shut you off. I mean, Trish did it to me, just shut me off. I couldn't say nothing. She just kept clicking me
Mhm.
off, and you have
That's
no, you
rude.
have no stance. And if you bring me back, I'm gonna
Yeah.
be even more mad. So
Yeah, and that's rude. That's my whole issue. If you summon the person, because he summoned her, he had asked for it in the previous chat, and then I guess she agreed to come up. But
right.
then you're gonna have another video, make a whole nother video just to talk to her, only to click her off. Like, what was the purpose of having the other video if you're gonna click her off anyway?
Right, and if you're gonna, I mean, come on now. We know Jessica got a mouth on her, just like Duchess. They both do. So if it would have been some cussing each other out, and they walk away and don't talk to each other again, at least they had the conversation. But as soon as
Right.
that you felt some disrespect, you clicked it off. Now is a open ended conversation, and then there's,
Exactly.
now it's not finished and there's no resolution, and now it's just shading. Now I'm gonna just shade you forever, and Jessica
Yep.
don't have to open up her platform to get her point across, but sometimes it be like that. Sometimes
Yeah,
it
and
be
he
like
kept,
that.
kept mentioning her videos like fall on her head. What was he saying about her
Saran wrap.
videos?
He was saying saran wrap. I don't know where that come from, but that
But
was
what
just
was that
something.
about?
I don't know. She used to do videos doing her hair, and that's how I first ever met Jessica B. She used to do hair. She used to, put her perm in and do her styles and stuff. That was her channel, and she
Right.
just kind of stopped. I think we got a lot all involved in the beef sector, and she kind of stopped
Uh-huh.
doing her videos. But that's
Right.
when I originally met Jessica B through YouTube through her
But that was
videos.
some heavy shade, though. That was disrespect as well. You know what I mean? But then you're gonna say that to her after you click her off. I don't understand what that's about. That's real sensitive to me. And if you're gonna be that sensitive, why invite her to a conversation? That was my issue. You
Yeah, and
know.
then he shade. I mean, I can't speak for the other minds, but it was shady that he said fuck all of them. And that's
Hmm.
not how that goes. If you got
Yeah.
these people minding for you for all of these years, just because you upset with Jessica and she may have thrown some shade to say, well, that's not what everybody else felt, and your only resolution to it is, well, fuck them all. You know
Right.
that makes people not want to be a mind for you
Who
because you
you?
might do it to them, and
Right.
I don't think that was fair. And I like all his mods. I like all
Right.
Duchess mods, all of them.
Yeah, because I remember my girl, Geisha Girl
Creole,
TV used to be
Cruiser,
a
Lex
mom.
Mac, K
Yeah,
Michelle, Jess
yeah,
Sarah. I know
yeah.
all of them.
Yeah, I don't know all of them,
All
but
of them.
I know Lex Mack and well, not know, but I'm
Well,
cool
yeah,
with
what we
Lex
mean
and
by as them being regulars or his first alerts. I mean, I used
right.
to be heavy in Duchess
I
chat.
wonder what happened to them, Lady Tip.
I just
Lex
seen Miss Creole
and what's the
recently.
other girl name? The young one that I
Oh,
like. Tell
um, Golly, I forgot her
the
name.
New
I know he's talking
Orleans,
about. She's had a hat on her picture.
the New
Um,
Orleans. I
Yeah,
can't
I
even
know
think
you're
of
talking
her
about. I
house
can't
name.
remember her
You know
name,
what
and
I'm
she's the
talking
only
about.
one I don't remember. But I know who
Uh
you're
huh.
talking about.
Yeah, I remember both of them used to be mods, and they're not there
Yeah,
anymore. And
yeah.
I was
Well,
one
they switched
of
up
the
at times, but it was a time where all of them was there at one time.
yeah.
But that's
Wow.
what I was saying. Why I said in your comment, people just throw people away like it ain't nothing,
Yeah.
and that's messed up. I mean, come on, yeah, it's not a job if you're not getting
Yeah.
paid for it, but at the same time, there's still a level of respect because at the end of the day, the mods was making sure you were being respected
Right.
as the
K
content
Summers,
creator.
that's her name. Thank you, Taylor. K
K
Summers.
Summers.
I
Oh,
call her
okay.
K Summers.
No, I
Yeah.
want to talk
K
about K
Summers.
Summers, but yeah, yeah, K
Mm-hmm.
Summers too. Yeah, I like
Yep.
all the
Yep.
mods that he's had.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it
Yeah.
was, I mean, that's why I said it goes with the validity of your video of, how stuff in the past can be, or stuff over the phones end up on
Right.
YouTube. And
Yeah.
apparently something happened behind the scenes with those two,
Mm-hmm.
and it ended up
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube. And
Yep.
now this is what we got. Somebody saying, I don't fuck with you, and the other person saying, well, fuck you and get off my channel. And
He
and that's
said F all of them. Shiraz said, I think he said he still talks to some of them. But if he still talks to some of them, why would you say F them all?
right.
How do you think that made him
That was
feel?
an emotional response. That wasn't
Mm-hmm.
and I give him that. I don't think he meant that in, just fuck them all. I think that was just
Right.
a reaction, emotional response.
Right. Right.
But
But
it still
you have
was
to take into account how that's gonna make somebody feel.
right.
Even if you're still talking to them, even if it's a emotional response, you still have to take into consideration how they are going to feel about you saying "f them out." And then he said something about he got a dog, he don't need to call a B, and all of this and all of that. I thought that was very rude and
Yeah.
insensitive.
Yeah.
That kind of stuck to me right there when he said that.
Yeah, it's just some things that some people do. I'm sure he's gonna say, I don't give a fuck what none of y'all think and what none of y'all saying, that's fine. But at the end of the day, it's still about human decency with people.
Exactly.
Even if y'all didn't, y'all mad at each other. You
Right.
called her on live. She came, and the first sign of she's mad or
Hmm.
whatever, you click her off. I mean, she
Hmm.
was about to tell us why she said she don't fuck
Right.
with him no more. She was
Then he
about to
clicked
say
her
that.
off. I know. Where
I
are
mean,
you at, girl? Where are you at, Jessica? So you can finish the conversation, girl. You can finish it over here. Because I hate open-ended conversations, lady. Till that bothers me. Just like when I was talking about when people be talking behind the scenes and then they fall out, but you don't want to tell the whole story because you don't want to implicate yourself. If it's
right,
gonna be me, I'm blowing up the whole club. I'm telling what you said. I'm telling what I said. I'm telling what
right.
everybody said. If I'm
That's
gonna mention it, or either don't mention it at all.
Miss O, that's why I wanted to use your platform that time about the clarification. I do not talk to people behind those scenes. Don't be getting me
Right.
mixed up with nobody else because I don't do that. I learned that a
Exactly.
long time ago. You've been told us, don't y'all talk to these people. You don't know these people. Don't talk to
Right.
them because you never know. It could be used against you or
Mhm.
whatever. It can
Yeah, because
always be,
somebody
and you
just
can't
mentioned.
trust people you don't know. You don't
Yep.
see these people you
Yep.
outside of YouTube. You ain't going to their
Yep.
houses and spending the weekend and having, you're not doing that stuff. So keep it on
Right.
YouTube as far as
Right.
that. And I always appreciate you. Like, look, people say whatever they want to. If you want to get in touch with Miss Olivia, write in her comments. She'll tell you. So
Right in the comments. Right in
if
the
I'm
comments.
being messy, y'all gonna see I'm being messy because it's gonna be in the comments.
Yeah, I even said put it in the old video. You see what I'm saying? Put it
Yeah.
in the old video, and then when I read it, I'll delete it. You know what I mean? But at least you let me know. I get a lot of information under old videos, and then I delete them. You see what I'm saying? That's how people give me information under an old video.
But you
Because
know
they
what,
don't
Miss?
want me to
Oh,
lose it.
this thing runs so deep with the behind the scenes stuff. I think it's a lot of people don't say stuff because they have been behind the scenes with somebody at some
Hmm.
point. Maybe not anymore,
Hmm.
but they have at some point, and that's why a
Hmm.
lot of stuff be open ended, and you don't know
Hmm.
what's what. I mean, this whole thing with Kiki them is open ended because now Miss Dio don't want to talk. Now she did say some things on Sir King months ago or whatever, but even
Hmm.
then she didn't want to name anybody or whatever.
Hmm.
But that goes to show there's multiple people that have been talking amongst each other, around each other, about each other, and and nobody don't know. That's why I what I was saying with TC, I think she misunderstood your point you was making on your
Right,
video, because you
right,
wasn't going against Nika. You was saying, basically you was saying Nika past has changed because her
right,
past is not what she got going on today, because
right,
apparently she didn't know what was going on. No matter if y'all said she was talking and gossiping years ago, in this situation she wasn't.
right,
And
right.
that's what
She
you
didn't
were
have no
saying.
idea what was going on for
Right.
real.
That's
Unless I
why
come
she was
a
like,
couple of
that's why
times.
she jumped live so many times,
Mhm.
because she wanted to know.
Yeah, and she was talking about discernment in her first video, and I got what
Right.
she was saying. I also got what she was saying about representatives. Do you see
Right.
what I'm saying? I got that. I get it. You know what I mean? Because I'm listening to try to understand what's going on as opposed to respond. And if you're
Right.
listening just to respond, you're not going to understand the situation. You're
Right.
not going to get what it is the person's saying.
Right.
You know.
And because you had brought VS up, it could have seemed that you were saying something disparaging. No, you were just telling the history of what happened.
Yeah.
And
Right.
but before VS left, you and VS was cool.
Yes.
And those
Absolutely.
that's been around should know that. Yes, you and
They should
VS
know
had
that.
y'all thing going, but before VS left here, you were cool with VS to the point where you were
Right.
on that video that
Right.
morning
Right.
telling VS
Tell
not
her
to
don't
go.
go. Don't go. Just like
Yeah,
everybody else, and I just really felt like that was like this. I'm like, girl, what are you
yeah,
talking about?
right.
Hush, move around, bitch, move around.
Well, that's why.
Let me read this. Let me read this because what you
Okay.
think about this, Lady Tia? Because this is a good comment. Misunderstood says, I don't care what nobody says. When these gay dudes fall out with these women, you see just how much respect they have for women. They quick to call a woman a B, call them call them a F, and you homophobic. And I seen honestly, I seen that the other day when who was it? Jay Wilson was into it with Deanna, right?
Oh yeah,
And he
I've
said that
seen
she
that
was
you ain't.
homophobic. He said
Yeah.
that she was homophobic, and I thought that that was a bit unfair. Because you can't say she don't like nobody that's gay and she homophobic because she into it with you, because
Right,
she's
that's
saying something
that.
about you. You can't say she's saying nothing about the whole gay community because she into it with you.
Right.
You are one person. You know what I
That's
mean?
just
How you
like how
doing,
if I
independent?
that's just like
Independent.
excuse me, that's just like how if I do when she get into it with the men. She say now they don't like black women. That's not the case. That don't case.
Mm,
It's just y'all in the argument. But yeah, I definitely understand that is
yeah.
to now you homophobic because now men you are
Right.
not getting along. That's not fair at all. At all.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
not
think that that's
fair.
fair. I don't think this is fair to us women because you can say whatever you want to say to me, and I say something to you. Now I'm homophobic towards the whole community. No, I'm
Yeah,
talking
no,
to
that's
you. Yes, that happened to me too. I'd have been called homophobic because I'm into it with one person and they happen to be gay. And if you firing shots at me, don't I have a right to fire shots at you? And then,
right,
but if I'm firing a shot at you, and you're gonna get sensitive and say I'm homophobic to the whole community when I'm talking to you as a
right.
single individual. I don't feel like that's fair. And that's why
We
I thought that was a very good analogy. Like, I really do feel that way. I wanted to talk about that the other day, but I got sidetracked because it's not cool to do that. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's not
and
cool.
but what I can give you a true example of somebody who's homophobic. What ZX was saying about QB when he
Mhm.
said, and nobody hadn't said nothing about it, but he said that QB was cursed because of him being a gay man. He said
No.
that your illness is a curse. Basically, he was saying it's
Oh,
a curse from
no.
God because you're gay. Now that's
Uh-uh.
homophobic.
That is absolutely homophobic.
That's what he said, and I was like, "Damn, that's messed up." He said that man was cursed.
Well, the problem with GX is and that also falls under the line of that misogyny that he has going on. All of that falls under that misogyny that he has, his warped sense of superiority just because he's a man. It
Right,
falls under that. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to somebody like, and he has said stuff about, he done got into it about stuff that's been said in the Bible, and all of this and all that. So it makes sense that QB feels a way about him being homophobic because that falls under that misogyny. You
Yeah,
see what I'm
it
saying? And
does.
then when you are so misogynistic, that's why I don't like him, because he
Yeah,
is so misogynistic to the point to where he is verbally abusive. He's so abusive online to the point that if you would think that if you ever met him in person, that he would try to lay hands on you.
you're right.
He's like
I mean,
he's that
he,
verbally
him
abusive.
him saying that hit me because my brother is gay and I don't think my brother is cursed.
Right,
And that's messed
right,
up. It's like saying anybody that their sexuality of liking um the same gender is cursed, and that's bullshit. And I thought that was very homophobic for him to say that man was cursed, and that's why he may have some illness because of him being a gay guy.
right,
That truly homophobic,
right,
truly
right.
homophobic.
Well, I mean, you can tell that somebody like a GX is truly homophobic by his conversation. He said the same things. He done called people sodomites. And just don't went into the Bible verses. Warping what it says in the Bible, misquoting. You know what I mean?
Right,
Not
right.
giving an
Cherry
accurate
picking and Bible
representative.
thumping.
Yeah, not giving an accurate representation of what it is that he read, turning the words around to fix, what it is that he's trying to spew. All of that is absolutely homophobic. Now, I agree with that. You know what I mean? But if I'm going into it with you and you happen to be gay and you firing shots at me and I firing shots back at you, am I homophobic or are we just having an argument?
Yeah, you're just having an argument unless you're saying
Mm.
something like
Right,
what the ex said. That's why I
right,
said that's a true example of homophobia to me
yeah,
because
yeah,
he
me too.
definitely just put God all in that. He
Right,
put God as if God
right.
shun QB, and that's
Mhm.
pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it's a lot effed up, and that is an example of homophobia, in my opinion, too. You know what I mean? Because you throwing shots at a whole lot of people all at one time, especially when you black and you enter into the realm of religion. Okay, that is deeply personal. Because a lot of us might not be, but we are melanated people. And we have a connection to God in the universe. So when you're putting God in it, a lot of us may not be religious, but a lot of
Right.
us, all of us, are spiritual on some level, and so
And
that's why it's so offensive.
it
And
is.
so I get what you're saying, and I agree
Yes,
with that.
it's
See, I
so offensive, and also young people are dealing with young gay people are dealing with this right now because of
right,
people that say stuff like him, like they wrong, or they're in the wrong body, or they should feel
right,
like they going to hell because God cursed them. That
right,
type of stuff he's spewing out is very hateful to a
yeah,
lot of people, men
yeah,
and women, when he say stuff
mhm,
like that because it's young people right now struggling with that, and to
yeah,
hear somebody say, "Well, you was cursed," that's
yeah.
fucked up. If that's the case, we all cursed. Because if
Okay.
we wasn't
Mhm,
cursed, we wouldn't be seeing all of this hate and killing and all this stuff that's going on in the world.
mhm, mhm.
So
Yeah,
I mean, that's a bad message to put out there, and
yeah.
that definitely comes from the manosphere. I agree.
Oh, absolutely, girl. What you saying? Hey, NYW. Hey, everybody just came in. I'm sorry if I haven't spoke individual. I appreciate you guys being here. Would you guys please do me a favor and hit the like button if you're liking this conversation? But Lady Till, you're absolutely, yeah, that is a perfect example of it, and that is what I think that unfortunately the greater part of the black community gets thrown under the bus because of people like GX, because he's dealing with the Bible, dealing with religion, and because we are spiritual, and it makes some gay people think that we all feel that way. You know what
Right,
I
and
mean?
that's not
And so
true.
I don't
That's
think that that's
absolutely
fair.
not true.
Right. I don't think that that's fair because me, I'm of the mindset. I'm not trying to turk around and see where what you do. With your sexual life. I'm on screen on YouTube, and I don't care what you're doing in your personal life because I never want to meet you offline anyway.
Right,
So I'm not finna go that deep with you. But if we arguing back and forth, it's no hold barred. But don't try to say, I feel in my heart, something like you a sodomite or you're gonna burn in hell or you're cursed, and I don't think that that's fair. To put that label on people like that, that's not cool.
Yeah,
But
it's
as
not.
far as that GX go, that is misogyny at its best. Misogyny, you don't only have to be misogynistic when it comes to women. Your misogyny can come up when it comes to other hetero men or
Yeah,
other gay men and women. Misogyny, that's a sickness,
yeah.
okay? And it warps your brain. And you are very bitter and you are very angry to the point that, if you let them talk long enough, you would think that, oh, what, this person is really trying to hurt me.
Yeah, because you put those type of people are putting themselves above everybody. They
Yeah.
putting their and my thinking is the right thinking type of stuff. And
Yeah.
and that shit there, it really pissed me off when,
Yeah.
at the same time we all in this community
Right.
struggling, just like the
Right.
next damn man. So you ain't no
Right.
above me and your thinking and your logic of what you believe in your beliefs. Um, doesn't have to be something that is superior than what I believe. Because I always
Mhm.
said I can if believe in something, and it don't have to be religion. Believe in something because you have to
Mhm.
know that there's something greater than us. You have to
Absolutely.
know that something created everything around
Mhm.
us. And if it
Mhm.
be a damn shoe, I can't
Mhm.
tell you you can't believe in that damn shoe. That's what
Mhm.
you believe in,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
that's wrong.
He is.
That's just wrong.
Yeah, he is self righteous on another whole level, to the point to where it's just it's crazy. You know what I mean? That's why I said a lot of people don't understand the difference between self righteousness and the righteous. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna do that video about that, explaining the difference. I haven't did a spiritual video in a while, but there's a difference between
Right.
um people like GX and people that are the righteous. Do you see what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
so, but a lot of times people get that confused, and because you get that confused, you would think that everybody is acting self-righteous, and that is just not the case, but
Yeah,
it
and
gets overshadowed
yeah,
by
I
ignorance.
didn't want to overshadow the comment that initially started this topic.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean that is wrong when some of the women get into it with some of the gay men, and the gay men immediately go to
Right.
saying some of the things that they know that women don't like to
Mhm.
hear, or saying certain things. So yeah, that I mean, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of wrong that we
Mhm.
see in the beef sector, but we also see right too. We also see
Yeah.
things that there we can see fellowship and love and all of that. I mean, it's a lot of different stuff that be going on,
Yep.
other than just people fighting and stuff all the time. Because if
Yep.
it get too heavy, I go on and move to something else. If it
Right.
ain't funny, I'm moving on to something else because I came to
Yeah.
be entertained. So, and people
Right.
get upset when people are laughing at something that is funny. I don't understand
Yeah.
that either. If
Yeah.
it's
No, I
funny, it's
mean,
funny.
it's funny. It's funny.
It's
You
not.
know
It's
what I
no
mean?
no no
Yep.
hate towards the other person or
Yep.
whatever.
Right.
But
Hmm. Yep. Yep. I agree, Lady T. And then sometimes, it gets so thick around here. Um, Especially when people come in and they think, and that's another pet peeve. People come in and you don't know the history of, the sector in particular, and you just insert yourself. And a lot of people is frustrated also with GX, because he inserted himself. You know what I mean? You inserted yourself into something that you don't know the history behind, and then you come in and make all these crazy ass comments and stuff, and get on your channel, and you hook off and you're dead, and I mean, you make yourself
but
sound stupid. You're very annoying,
and
and
now he's
people don't
mad at
like this
everybody.
stuff.
Now he's mad at everybody, the whole sector, and he talking about
He
war.
want a
We didn't
war,
want no damn war to begin with. We was fine over here. I mean, 80% of the beef sector did not go over there any damn ways. I
right?
mean, it's enough shit going on over here to be trying to figure out who people is, and we are very particular about origins of things. And if we
Right,
don't know the origin, how the hell can I join in? I'll be looking
right,
crazy, be misspeaking and all of that stuff. You can't,
right,
ain't nothing you can engage in if you don't know what's going on. So,
right.
I was cool with them being where it was anyways.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
it,
It
it
don't make no sense.
now
And
he
hey,
want
just like I
war.
said, Elle, thank you for coming in, and thank you for everybody that's to drop down. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just, like I said, charged to my eyes and not my heart. But thank you, Elle, and everybody else that came in on the conversation. Thank you guys for liking the conversation. I just wanted to say that real fast, Lady Chill. But yeah, I absolutely agree with you. It's that man is he crazy. I don't know how else to put it. Crazy in a bad way. And do you know you? How did he think Phi Babe was gonna ever trust him when he turned on his own dang on
Right.
people?
There you
You
go, Miss
turned on
O.
your own people, dude.
Right. She wasn't going to I mean,
Yeah.
when he failed to realize when he seen her when she seen him moving like that and was willing to dump his own true, riders for her
Mm-hmm.
or for whatever he had going on because he think he's networking now at this point. She definitely seen that and took note of that. And he was crazy. Well, he didn't know no better. But he crazy to think that she was gonna turn on her people. She was not gonna do that. She was not
No,
gonna turn on them those women,
no.
and they also was making her accountable for it as well. And that was another thing that I seen as well. They made her accountable for it. Look,
But you
you
know what?
really
They didn't
didn't.
understand. Let me interject right here, lady. See, what they didn't understand was what Phi Babe was doing. What I think she was doing, because I would do this too, and I don't blame her. Like I don't feel no type of sympathy for nothing that she did to that fool at all. Like I think he deserved more. Like I'm not even lying to you, right? I think he should have been embarrassed even more. It was not enough, but it was right on point. But let me tell you, and it's only so much you could do online. But what
Right.
she was doing, and they was getting frustrated about it too. But what she was doing, it was like, and like I said, you might not have heard this. You know how if you ever seen the cat, before he killed the rat or the mouse, he'll play with it. He'll smack it around and he'll
Right.
let it think it's getting away. Then he'll pull it back into a corner and he'll finally just bite the head off of it and kill it. Right. So I
Right.
felt like she was just catting
Playing
around
with
with,
her
she
food.
was slapping him around.
They're playing with
Let them
her
think he
food.
don't. Yeah, playing with her food. That's how. That's a good analogy. That's what I felt like she was doing. Because eventually we know that you're gonna get to SmackDown, dude. You didn't realize that. See, that's what happened when you don't do your research. You thought you because of your misogyny, because of your arrogance and your ego, you thought that you was gonna be special. You thought that you had some kind of talk game that was gonna convince her of that you the one. I can trust him above QB. I can trust him above Babe Nation. I can trust him above everything. And when you get her to trust you, you just gonna take over Babe Nation. Okay?
She said, "Look, I got tired of you talking about my baby. Like you
Exactly.
keep
I'm
bringing up
like,
my time."
girl.
But what the real gag is, Miss O, is that loyal, his loyal people, Nikki Pope, she ended up becoming a member. That was the gag, because now I know she gained a loyal subscriber
Right.
in
Because she
Nikki
was
because
loyal
Nikki
to
showed
him, even though he
right.
did not deserve it.
Right, exactly. He he dumped his loyal supporter, and
Yes,
a
he
loyal
did.
supporter is what 5A gained.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That should have said enough about him right there. You throw your
Hmm.
own people under the bus for a come up, for a cloud chase that never was going to work out anyway.
Yeah.
Like what do you think was going to happen? And now, you make yourself look stupid because you let go of your day ones, and now you look like a clown. But you didn't know the history, and you really thought you were special. I'm like, no, no, you're not
Hmm.
special. You're not
Yeah.
special. Don't you think that girl know what you're doing? Are you serious? Are you okay?
Yep. And QB stood up.
Oh, yes, he
QB
did.
stood up.
Yes,
He
he
sure
did.
did.
Yes, he did.
He saw he whether if I didn't see it before he did, he saw
Mm-hmm.
it. He saw it. He said, "No, don't say it. No, I did it. I said she ain't messing with
Yes,
you no
he
more."
did. I said, you go. You better. What?
Go ahead and stand up,
You better.
QB.
Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. I said, look at him let that man peek out from up under his shirt.
Yeah,
I
he
said,
sure
look
did.
at him.
He had a little extra muscles on that chest.
He has some testosterone, bitch. Okay. What child? That man slipped up and popped out of him. I said, oh,
He wasn't going, and they weren't
oh.
either. You see how
He
much
said, I
support he
said it. Now
got?
what? What
You
he
see
say
how?
right there? I said it. Now what? What you
Yeah,
gonna
he
do for
said,
me? What?
I
I
said,
said it. I said, oh, come through, man.
moving right along.
Moving right the fuck along. Bitch, I said it. Now what?
She said, "I'm gonna take all the blame. I
Okay,
take
I
all
want
the
all the
blame."
smoke.
And she got all that support. Her supporters were showing her so much love. Like, look, we
Mhm.
so glad we ain't got to deal with this no more.
Mm.
But we tired. We tired, Miss Millie. We tired.
Ooh, oh, listen to this, Lady Tia. Monroe said, hey Olivia in chat. Five was on Claudiva's stream earlier and said that she still had a grudge against ZX from when he came for her. I knew that.
Hmm.
I don't know if I said that on I might have said that on old girl's chat last night. Or I might have said it on mine, but uh before they was, supposedly she made him think they was cool, he had came for her. Why did he think that she was gonna forget that?
No, I
That
mean, because
misogyny.
he didn't want to believe nobody else that he like what all these people hate us. See, at the end of the day, what he failed to realize is because so many people in the beef sector don't care for him, we can
Right,
always end up coming together on your ass, and that's
right.
what all happened. We all came together up on your
And
ass,
that's how it
and
always
we
end up
been
at the
knew.
end of the day. We did it with Clyde Diva. That's how it
Mm,
always end up. But he
yeah.
thought, he think he's special. He think
Yeah,
he's special.
he thought he was special. And
Mhm.
no matter what people say, she might turn her back on you. She gonna turn her back on you. We always just sitting waiting for the fallout.
Just waiting.
We was just
Like we do.
waiting. And I
Just
said
waiting.
December, I don't know, in somebody chat, I should get my little money. I think we had a bet.
Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. But yeah, we all knew it was coming. We did.
Yeah,
We all knew it was
we
coming.
knew it was coming. We
It
was
was
just trying to figure out
inevitable.
when and how she was gonna do it.
And really, QB, he like you said, he took the floor. He's like, I said it, I did it. Now what? Pretty
Mm-hmm.
much. Uh huh.
No. So
Monroe said she don't forget. And is waiting for him to drop fake receipts because she has real ones.
oops.
Ooh, see, um,
Mm-hmm.
the
Well,
clock goes on.
but see, them Christmas checks gonna be nice, but at the end of the day, I don't think Zia's gonna get that 1K in his check again because we
Okay,
definitely went over to see because I was looking at
I
Brianna when
do.
it happened. She's talking about breaking
Mhm.
news,
Mhm.
breaking news, Spider done dumped Zia.
Yeah, done dropped
So
his
that's
ass.
why he got those numbers though. He got those numbers because we wanted to see how he was gonna
We just
react.
want to
And
see the
he was
response.
he
Yeah.
was fresh to death, look and crying with that little shirt on too.
Yeah, I didn't.
Poor thing.
Is that where that photo came from? Because like I said, I refuse to
Yeah,
go over there. But is
that's
that where the photo came from? He was really sitting
yep,
in the chair like that
yep,
in
that's
real
him.
time.
Yep, he
He
had on
was good.
his tight shirt, yes
Girl
indeed,
can't
and
look
his
too little.
white bean bag and his glasses
Ooh,
on, and he was like, I didn't think she'd do me like that.
ooh,
She'd do me.
ooh. Child.
He
I
gonna
guess
do
that's
me
why
like
some.
that.
I mean, it was so good that people demons. Is that right, Lillian Strange? I don't know if it's true or not. But Lillian Strange say Demon's oldest getting interviewed by Sir King. Well, he was calling for her, and I guess he found her if he interviewing her.
Well,
But
yeah, because
like,
Kimmy said that she's not talking to her anymore, so
she ain't talking
she
to her
was
no more.
basically saying to you to Sir King, you the one who got more. Basically, I got more access to her right now, so you find out where she is or whatever, and I guess he did.
Right? Yeah, yeah. She said she wasn't fooling with her no more. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? And she said she
she
wasn't
ain't say
fooling with
nothing disparaging. She just said it was some miscommunication. She ain't going no deeper, and she said she just wish
her.
her well moving forward, and
Yep.
it is what it is.
It is what it is. She mentioned. She said, her and Brianna ain't cool no more either.
See, I didn't hear that part about her and Brianna. I must admit, I don't think I never finished it. I don't think I had ever finished his video.
Yeah, she was saying it about both of them. Go back and listen to the words that she was saying.
Oh,
hmm
okay. Yeah, I didn't hear all of it because I didn't watch the whole thing. But yeah, I heard that much. She said,
hmm
they just parted ways. But she did
hmm
said her and Kiki are still cool or whatever.
hmm hmm
But yeah,
hmm Yeah, stuff be going
but
on.
maybe if Miss Dio can slow down, she be talking so damn fast, you be missing.
It
Can't
don't
hear
matter, Lillian. I've been
Miss
talking
Dio.
for almost 2 hours anyway, child. She
Well,
said, "Sorry, I know that's rude, Miss O. Just wanted to let you know, and thanks for letting me know because I never would have known."
well, we
And
gossiping,
girl,
Lillian, anyway.
Yeah, I've been out on her almost 2 hours gossiping. But it was just some good tea around here this weekend. It was very entertaining. Whether
Yeah.
it was real, whether it was fake, it was entertaining nonetheless.
Yes, it
And
was.
I'm doing my because I was getting my whole life. It was so much going on, Lady Tia. I couldn't click on the videos fast enough.
Well, I went out, I took the kids bowling and all that stuff. I came back, I
Right.
was like, well, let me take me a shower. I'm fit to see what's going on. And a lot of times I go to Anywise to see some things, to
Mhm.
catch up. I go to Truth and I go to Stop Line TV, the people that, and even Tracy be having a short clips on certain things
Right.
that's been going on, and that's a way that I catch up if I'm interested. But
I
I
don't
it's
too.
only it's only the stuff that I'm interested in, because not every
Yeah.
argument and beef
Yeah.
I'd be interested in. But I thought this one was really interesting.
Yeah, and
With
then
this,
to the point to where people kept saying the state of the beef sector, that video was so good that I literally, and I just did it today.
look.
I had to watch the whole 2 hour live. I had to watch the
Even
whole
James
thing.
said, even James said that,
Yeah,
gave by her props, said y'all did that on that when they caught
right.
himself dragging him and Nika. It was funny how they put it together, even though it was an old
Yeah,
video of
right.
James on, but it was funny. It
It
was
was
funny
real
how they put
funny.
it together. But James lighthearted to know that shit, it was funny.
It was funny. It was a
People
good. Hey,
just
Miss Wanda, how you doing? I had to speak to one of my members. Hey, Miss Wanda, how you doing? Yes, please catch the replay, love. I appreciate you. But yeah, it was very funny, from beginning to the end. And I liked it. Like I said, there was so much going on that I didn't get to watch the whole thing in its entirety until today.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
there's
I had
so
seen it
much
was
going
funny.
on.
It was funny. I mean, it really was funny. And QB been funny lately, doing his going back to his old ways of things or whatever. But he
Mhm.
definitely showed how a best friend,
Yeah.
is to their friend. And
Yep.
he stood back as long as he could.
Yep.
Um
Yep.
and let Fabe do her thing, whatever she had going on with ZS. But then he just got tired and he said, you know what, fuck this. We done. We done. And I
Yep.
said it that we're done. And I think everybody, for the most part, everybody liked it. The only thing is some of those Babe Nation is his mods, but I mean, it was people over there that was super chatting her, telling her, look, I ride with Babe Nation first. So sorry we had to get a divorce, ZS, but it's over.
Mhm.
Yeah, they'll
You
leave
know,
just
and then
say
I just likened it to because he did that with Clump down over there too, right? The clout chaser, the other clout chaser, and I
mm-hmm.
just likened it to how at the end of the year you got to get your books together, because it's tax time coming up. You got to clear out your books and all of this and all of that. Thank you, Shanta. And so I just likened it to that. He just clearing out the books.
Yeah,
He's setting the record straight, clearing the slate for
yeah,
2022 because
yep,
this year almost over with. So let me go on and shake off these old clout chasers, these hangers on, and let them know that they're not welcome because I'm tired of them now. I don't deal with them too long, and I'm glad that QB took the lead when it came to the men, and I thought that was on point. So that's why I like the video.
yeah. Oh, Tropical Punch said quick QB might try to be friends, but Fi is not his friend. What? In any relationship, somebody always like the other person better, more. That's just
Right,
in any relationship. It don't have to be a friendship. It can be a love relationship. Usually, somebody like the person more
right.
than the other one. And
Well, that's
I
why
was,
I had said the thing that I had said at the beginning of the video. I don't know if you heard it. And I was talking about when it comes to women in relationships with men, and when you praying to God to ask, you got to be specific when you praying to God and asking Him for a man. You got to be
mhm,
specific like that. But what I was talking about was the way he stood up for her and the way he's protective over her. That is the type of man that you want to be in a relationship with, and
right,
hope that you will see that and use it as an example when it comes to her finding a man that she wants to be in a relationship with.
right.
Because you see QB standing up for you and being territorial over you, and
And
I
he's
want
a
my
gay
man.
man. Right. He's a gay
You know what
man.
I mean?
So that's
Right,
you right, Miss Olivia. She can use him as an example of how
right,
it looks when somebody care about you. Because if
right.
you don't ever see those examples, you don't know how love looks. You don't know how
Exactly.
it feels. And he's showing an example of how love and caring about somebody look. If she ever break up with QB, I hope it would never be televised, even though we're gonna be watching. But
Right.
that I mean that would be hurtful because yes, he definitely
Yeah.
really care about her.
Yeah, and you can tell, and I hope she realized that. And so, and I think I hope she realized it. You know what I mean? Because it's very, I respect a man that can stand up and protect what's his. As a way as when it comes to a relationship, because that's
Hmm.
the type of man that you want to be with. You know what
Right.
I mean? He is a gay man, but it is a perfect example of something that of how you want to be in a relationship with a man. He should
Hmm.
protect you. You know what I
Right.
mean? He should stand in front of you when it's time and protect you.
Right.
You know, that is a perfect example of that.
Yep.
And I
It's
would
like
say
you
that
can
is
only
what
go
you should
so
do.
far, but you don't went too far. Now it's time for me to step in. I'm not fit to let you
Right.
hurt her. I'm not fit to let you hurt her.
Right, exactly. And that's what you want in a relationship. And that's why I said you have to be specific when you asking God for a man. You just don't want any old kind of man. You got to be specific. I want a man that's going to provide for me and protect me and have my back no matter what. You know, and tell me when I'm wrong. You know,
Right.
and stand in the gap for me. When especially when it comes to other men. You know, I need you to take the lead on it right there. You know, it's a
Right.
perfect example of that because that's what they are supposed to do. It ain't special. It's just what they are supposed to do.
And
But a
and
lot of women never see that.
yeah, and even if their relationship wasn't as strong as people thought, QB
Hmm.
just showed how the relationship means to him.
Right.
He
And
just
I agree
showed
with that.
that. He
Right.
showed how the relationship, what it means to him, whether
Right.
it was a plaything to in the beginning or not. But
Right.
he
Right. Well, he
definitely
done been through the fire. I felt like at one point in time she done tried to push him away. I felt at one point in time, he done tried to,
leave
go
himself.
away. But they are
Yeah,
still bonded, in some aspects. And so he feels territorial towards her. You know
right,
what I mean? That's how he is. That's how your man is. It's not her man like that, but you want your man to feel
right,
territorial over you. I can't be with a man if he not gonna protect me. He gonna let me be me. But when it comes, especially when it comes to other men, he's going to stand in the gap. He's
right,
going to take the lead, and he's going to take care of me. He's going to protect me because
right,
that's what they're supposed to do. You
right.
know what I mean? And so, and I think that was a problem. I like that example. I
Yeah,
just like it because that's what I see in my real life. Because I
right,
can go off the rails. We all know I can go off the rails. But whether I'm wrong or right, at the end of the day, I know that the mister is going to protect me, wrong or right. Now he might cuss me out when it's all over with. You know what I mean? But he's still gonna be there for me. He's still
yeah,
gonna protect me. You
right.
know,
And
at the
even
end of the
even
day.
then, for me, um, when I'm dealing with some situation where I may have some guy that may get upset with me or whatever, because I'm in a pool league and I'm the only woman on the team, and they
Mhm.
was getting in some middle of some stuff, and I was like, look. You ain't nobody gonna disrespect me in this group. And if I feel disrespected, that's when my man comes into play. Cause I ain't fit to
Right,
argue with no man. I ain't fit
right,
to do none of that when it comes to that. Y'all not, I mean, we on different levels. I got a man for that. If it ever need be. And I made that very
right,
clear because I mean, kind of got into it. And I was like, look, I don't argue with my dude. What I look like arguing with y'all, with
right,
any other man. I ain't fit to be
right,
arguing with no man.
right. Exactly. And you're gonna need your man to, like you said, stand in the gap when it's time.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a good example of that. That's what I was talking about. It's a good life lesson. You can get something out of a whole lot of stuff,
Yeah.
even
Even
in the midst of
chaos.
drama. Yeah, even chaos. You can learn a lesson. You can take a life lesson from it.
Yep.
And that's moreover, the point that I was trying to make about the whole thing. The way he stepped in front, the way he took the lead. And so that's the way I was looking at it. You know what I mean? It's because that's what they supposed to do. You know, and so yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, I did. I'm like you. I enjoyed the weekend. Even the days that I missed, I came back and found what I was looking for and laughed my butt.
Hmm. And
Oh, really said she tried to defend me and Trish. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Trish just didn't. She wouldn't allow me to say anything, and that's
mhm.
that. I couldn't control that, and I'm done with it. I mean, I seen it for what it was with Trish, and I'm done
Mhm.
with it. She was so
What was
hell
going
bent.
on with you and Trish
That
real quick? 'Cause I
same
missed
shit,
it.
that same video 4 months ago of me clarifying that I am not a certain person. We are two different people. She was hell
Oh
bent
yeah,
on
the
saying
Lady
that.
T person.
Yeah, she was hell bent on that. That was me. I came on her platform and I told her that I talked to Kiki and the girl Kiki and Dory and all of that. But I never told you no shit like that. And I was telling her you lying, and she was like, "I'm gonna find a video." She was calling out the lipstick alley to find the video, and I was like,
Mhm.
"Find it, find it."
Mhm.
So she dropped the link, and I jumped up there and I said, Trish, why you lying on me? Saying I had something to do with some setup. And next thing you know, she said what she said, and then she started clicking me off, clicking me off,
Mhm.
clicking me off. The last time I did that, I said something. I was like, stop lying on me, and she clicked me off, and that was the end of it.
That is
And
so lame when people do that. I was talking about that earlier. You know what I mean? That is so lame. Why even have the conversation if you're just gonna cut somebody off like that? You know, just cause you got the power to do that. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
rude
yeah, it was just she had
and
the
it's
power,
weak. What it is it's weak. You know, cause she don't want you to defend your stance. And
right?
anybody that does that is just weak to me. That's a weakness.
And even I mean, and I do not care for that Nina, but Nina is her moderator, and she was up there and she was like, "Look, Trish, it don't seem like she's backing down. She don't. She's saying that is not her. So I mean, I think you're gonna have to find it to prove her wrong because she's not standing down. And I wasn't gonna stand down because I know it was a lie.
Right. Absolutely.
It just
Absolutely.
That's that's
Mhm.
just crazy. She lost a supporter. I don't supported Trish, but I'm just one subscriber. I ain't nobody to the bulk of people that support her. But yeah, she lost a good subscriber because even through all of her fuck shit that she done shown on here, I still was in support of Trish and still, comment her chats and and would hit her link. Just have conversation and we done had some fun times on her lives and for her to do me like that, okay, oh well, I'll
Mhm.
move on. But you still ain't proven me wrong yet. And I'm still gonna say that. Find it, Trish. Find the video where you hear me
Yeah.
say anything like that. Find it. I bet you would never find it because it
Yeah.
never was said. You had the wrong person and you got mad because you couldn't find it.
Yeah. I mean, if you let, but here's the thing. Uh, somebody says she's very rude, and she is. I asked. This is what I was gonna try to say. I asked Bizarro when I was on her chat last night. I told Bizarro I felt like that Trish was very disrespectful. When she was on her trying to have a conversation with her and Nino, whatever was going on, right? And she kept muting the mic.
Yes,
And
that's what she was doing to
talking
me.
down. I asked her, did she? I felt like it was disrespectful, but Bizarro said she didn't feel like it was disrespectful. And okay, but I did.
Well, she
I
probably
think
didn't feel like it's disrespectful because her and Trish had their banters. She allowed Trish on her platform, but
right.
it was definitely disrespectful because
Yeah,
Pizarro don't do that to her. She could,
right.
as many a times, Pizarro could have muted her, took her
Yeah,
off, but she allowed her to talk that crazy all she want to,
yeah,
as much as she wants to, and for her to come on her platform, she didn't give her the same respect. So,
right.
regardless if Miss Pizarro feel like it wasn't disrespectful, hey, that's how she feel about it. But I think it was disrespectful because she didn't get the same thing that Pizarro give her, and
Yeah,
and and that was messed up.
yeah. I agree. I agree. I absolutely agree. I felt like it was disrespectful because of the things that you just said. I thought it was uncalled for. I think, girl, are you okay? It didn't make no sense to me. Like, why would you do that?
But
So I,
she was saying Pizarro was being loud and wanted to argue and stuff. But I wasn't being loud and trying to argue, and you was doing the same thing to me. So
well, even
that
after
was
Zara
not
had
it.
calmed down, even when she had calmed down, and was trying to talk in a level tone, she was
Hmm.
still muting the mic and stuff. So, like, what you mean?
Yeah,
You know what I
she
mean?
just
But
kicked her
Pizarro
off.
don't
So
do
put
that
it
on
back.
her channel. It's you can go back and forth.
Right.
She ain't mute nobody and all of this and all of that. She
Yeah.
don't do that to
Yeah,
Trish.
they get
Trish
mad at
come up
Miss
there
Pizarro
clown
for
her
that.
butt off. Uh-huh.
They get mad at Miss Pizarro because she don't do that.
Yeah,
But that's just how
exactly.
she run her thing. She want
Mhm.
everybody to say what they gotta say. That's why when I
Yeah.
come over there, I'ma always be laughing because I have fun over there at Miss Pizarro's
Mhm.
because she be starting shit and want to hear everybody's side.
Mhm.
I think it's
And I
funny.
know, they don't be feeling me over there like that, but I don't care. But she still ain't never clicked me off. She ain't never muted my mic or none of
Right,
that.
right,
It's not cool. I don't like
yeah.
that. I done came over there and cussed a whole lot of people out. I bet
Right.
I done cussed her out over there too, and it's her own damn
Hmm.
platform.
Right.
You know,
But
but
yeah, I
that's
just
why I feel
can't
like
take
it's
it serious.
disrespectful.
Can't take it serious, Miss O, because
You know?
if you do, you'll get so you have so much of a emotional roller coaster because stuff go up and down over here all the time, up and down,
Right.
up and down. You got people triggered sometimes, you got people mad sometimes, you got people happy, you got people sad. It just it goes up and down. If you get invested, you're gonna be on an emotional roller coaster
That's true.
for real.
Yep, can't hold that stuff in. Feel 100, gotta let it go, child. Let it go, let it go. Exercise the demon.
Yeah, and don't stop your blessings because people like other people that you may not like. Because people
Yeah,
still, I mean, don't. Why would you not want your subscribers, regardless of what you talking about? Don't
right.
don't do that to your subscribers because we are valuable, and I understand that subs
Yeah,
can be messy and stuff. But I mean, you have valuable subscribers that not only just do a click and a view, but
right.
donate and send you
Yeah,
stuff. Those gift wrappings and unwrappings, them coming from your subs. You know,
right.
that's them showing
Right.
their appreciation. So
Right. Especially if they doing all that. You know what I mean?
right,
It's ungrateful if you don't afford them that courtesy. Especially if they doing all that. You know what I mean? And
right.
so
Well,
yeah.
Miss Olivia, I'm finna go eat this chicken. I just
Okay, girl.
deep fried. I deep fried some chicken, drumettes, and they the best when they come right out the grease.
Yeah. What you said? What you said? I see you got some drumettes in there. You
Yeah.
making me want to get some, wanting to do some drumettes now. Leave me alone, Lady Tia. Shoot. I
Yeah,
be
I
having one
season.
thing in mind. Here you go
see-
coming on talking
I
about some
season
fried
my
chicken.
my batter too. Season up my
Woo!
batter, girl. It be busting
Girl.
with that deep fry. It's fried perfectly,
Mhm.
girl. Crunchy. Oh, okay, let me stop.
That fried daddy ain't no joke. Or even a pot full of, or even you can make your own fried daddy. You can fill up your big pot with some grease and you can make your own fried daddy, honey.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes, you can. I love me some greasy chicken. Is there any other way to eat the chicken? Now let's keep it a buck.
Yeah, the
Okay.
days of standing over the stove frying chicken is over, honey.
Girl, that is over.
Is
You get your
over.
fried daddy. Better get your fried daddy, girl. Better get your fried daddy. I'm telling you, it get your whole life. Okay.
Well, I
That's
appreciate
right.
chatting it up with you, Miss. Oh, I hope
Okay,
we
girl.
ain't too bad of a topic of discussion because that's not what it's about. It's about that, some people, don't get treated fairly. And we would have liked to hear both sides of the Jessica B thing or whatever. And she ain't fit to do no tours and shit like that. She don't even never strike me as that type of woman anyway. So I
Yeah.
think she's done with it, and Duchess is done too. But ain't no neither to make more videos about her. Be,
Right. Just
be
let it
done.
go.
Yeah, be done with it and move
Don't
on.
drag it in. It's a bad look to drag it out. You know what I mean? Because Jessica's a grown woman about the situation.
Right.
You know what I mean? And just don't drag it. It's a bad look if you drag it out. But everybody entitled to what you do what you do on your own channel. But some stuff, you make yourself look bad.
Yeah.
Mm.
It make you look like you don't treat people right, and
Yeah,
you don't want that.
no, you
And,
don't want that. You don't want that. But
and,
thanks for coming up, lady. To girl,
thank
gonna eat
you.
your drum ass, girl.
All right,
Happy
Miss.
holidays, too, child.
I might find some lemon pepper and douse from with some lemon pepper.
Mm,
Okay, let me stop talking about it.
mm. Okay,
Going back
girl.
to eating your cookies, your Christmas cookies.
Girl, them cookies, I can't stand these dang on cookies. I can't stand them. They keep calling my name. They won't let me be. They stalking
They
me.
keep calling you and calling.
Yeah, they stalking me. They stalking me, lady. Tell you, they stalking me. You don't understand. Oh, yeah, I tell you, I got me some of that popcorn too. I got me some of my Christmas popcorn too. I ate
Oh,
all the caramel up real quick.
oh,
I
the one that had
still
the
got
four
some
different
shells.
flavors. They had the
Yeah,
four
I
different
still got.
flavors.
I ate all the caramel real fast. I sucked it down, child, like it was a soda. Oh Lord. And and then it's just bad. It's real bad. It didn't make it so bad. I had me some. I had one of the Hillshire Farm boxes too, right? Because first I got my Dutch cookies, right? And then I got my. I'm gonna let you go later, Tim. But then I got my popcorn, and then I just got yesterday. The Brandy brought me the Fieldshire Farms Christmas thing with the summer sausage and the
Oh,
cheese and stuff. Child, I've been eating the cookies, the popcorn, and now I'm on the summer sausage. It's
you
just
bet-
bad.
you better slow down, woman.
It's bad. I can't stand it. I can't stand these boxes that you get for Christmas time.
Well, stop buying them. And
Who
brand stop bringing
they're
them to
bringing them to me. They bringing them to me. They're bringing. And if you bring it to me, I'm gonna eat it.
us.
My
All
goodness.
right, Miss O, I am out of
Mm.
here.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. Have a
All
good
right,
one. Thank you.
you too.
Thanks for coming up, Lady Tia.
Oh, anytime.
Okay, baby. Bye bye. But yeah, y'all, shoot, we done hit the 2 hour mark, and child, that's pretty much all I had to say. Now, Lady Tia got me wanting some wing gas. It just be a lot going on with my taste buds, y'all. It be a lot. But I'm gonna get off of here, check, cause I didn't know, I didn't even have no idea. I hope that you guys got something out of this video. Thank you guys so much for being interactive. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you guys in the comment section doing y'all. You know what I mean? Please hit the one if you like this video. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. I would appreciate you so much, child. I had to refrain from eating these dang on cookies. Okay, I done started on my channel when it comes to the popcorn. There be a lot going on with these Christmas boxes things and these cookies and these dang on. Oh, it's just a lot. Thank you, Brandon Davis. Don't call me with that mess, baby. I know, Brand. I realize. I realize it ain't even your fault, baby. Thank you, Monroe. It ain't your fault, baby. It's my. I take full responsibility for what's going down my throat. It ain't like I'm turning it away, and so it's it's my fault, child. It's my fault, child. Lady Tizzy, have a wonderful night too. Thank you guys so much for liking the video. Everybody have a great evening and stay safe. I know that's right, Brandy. That's how I feel about it too. Brandy Davis. I had two Brandys on here. My Brandy and Brandy Davis. That's all right. Okay. But thank y'all so much. Okay, so I'm gonna get off of here. And like I said, if you have, in case you want something to look at tonight, right? If you have Amazon Prime Video, or you know how people be having them sticks to where you can see you later iPhone, you can look at anything on TV. There's a show called Harlem, and it's like the Black Sex in the City, and it's really good. Y'all get a good kiki about these black women. It's got Megan Good, and y'all remember Boo Boo Kitty from Empire. Those two are on there. It's a really good show. That's just something to look at. If you want something funny and lighthearted to look at, at the beginning of the week, because we deserve to look at something lighthearted. Because, honey, it has been full of drama. This whole past weekend on these YouTube streets. You know what I mean? But if you want to detox and take a break for a minute, child, you know what I mean? Go have a look at that show. You'll get your whole life. It was so funny. I was kikiing the whole time. If you were Camille, who would you choose? Between which one was Camille, child? I forgot. I don't know the names. Which one was Camille? Oh, is you talking about Megan Good's character? Now, if Camille is Megan Good's character, I she wants the past, relationship. She says she still love the dude, but then I like the dude that she going with now, and they left it at a cliffhanger of Cobra. If that's who you talking about, Megan's Good's character. So I would have to let go of the past, though. I would have to let go of the past, and go for my future, because I think it's just residue. You love Megan Good. She's a great actress. Yeah, she is a great actress, right? And I think she gonna always love him, but still, that's the past. And how it went off is that she seen the one that's getting finna get married, seen them two kissing, and I think that said a lot, and oh, is she spilling tea? Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to get over there. I'm gonna have to get over there now. Okay, Lady T, y'all. But I would, if Jameson is the new guy, Cobra, that's who I would choose. The current boyfriend. Uh-huh. If that's who that was. I'm not good with names. But let me get off of here, y'all, so I can see what's going on. The Good Doctor on Hulu is a must see. Okay, all 6 seasons. Okay, thank you so much. Really, you that slow. I appreciate it. I've been seeing. I saw you was so interactive in the chat, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But anyway, y'all, there's something good to look at. The Good Doctor is another good choice that really you that slow just pointed out. I like The Good Doctor. I like that show. And yeah, that's a really good show. So anyway, you got a couple of good choices if you want something to look at. I'm going to get out here. You guys have a nice night. I'm getting ready to get over here and see what's going on. I probably have to red ball it back. I know how it is, but I've been looking for answers. I hate unending conversations. You know what I mean? I hate not to know how. I think if you're gonna start something, please finish it out, and maybe we getting some resolution, honey. I don't know what's Miss Channel. The name of Miss my channel, Brandy. You talking about my channel? What's Miss old channel name? My channel is Oracle Speaks. Mm-hmm. Olivia the Oracle Speaks. That's the name of my channel. I'm thinking you're not talking about my channel. No. It's about autistic child that becomes a surgeon. That's what I love that show. Uh-huh. What's Miss old channel name? You talking about the channel that D Miss O is on right now? She don't have a channel, but I think they said she on Tofu Alley over there, Brandy. If that's what you talking about. No, the channel you said you're going to. Oh, the Tofu Alley. Cause D Miss O is supposed to be over there talking. Uh-huh. But anyway, let me get off here and let me try to go over there and red ball it back and see what's going on. You know what I mean? And so baby, we got some more good tea. You know what I mean? And so yeah. So I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Y'all be safe out there. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. We still under this nonsense. So be safe out there. You know what I mean? Keep wearing your mask and your plastic gloves or whatever you gotta do to stay safe. You know what I mean? And so I'm gonna talk to you guys. I can listen what back. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Okay, love you guys. Please hit the like button on your way out the door if you haven't hit it already. Please hit that. Please consider hit that subscribe button, that member button, and also you can hit that share button. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Love you all so much. Bye bye. Peace.